Detailing, and I am cleaning this car for Howard Wise Cars. It's a Mercedes 450 SL. Let me show you a little bit more of this car. Yes, I've got the windows taped up because it's an old car and they leak. There's other things waiting to go live. It's a little Mini Woodman DB7 that's already been done, and well, you can't see it from here, but there's a little boat over there. So there's always something interesting in. Right, so I'm going to start with the wheels. And then, of course, I'm going to slow foam the car. I need to clean the roof. And, well, there's a lot of scratches on this car. I might do a little bit under the engine bay. There's also going to be some paint correction, not on this live. That'll be for another day. Some decontamination. So there's lots going on today. Right. Okay. Time to start with the wheels and tyres. So in here, I've just got an all-purpose cleaner, and I'm going to get deep into here. So this is an all-purpose cleaner by Jewel called Nitty Gritty, and my pump sprayer doesn't really want to do too much today. Replace the muffler bearings. Sounds like a job for a mechanic. Uh, it's not true then. So what do you mean, Mark? What's not true? I'm genuinely confused on that one. What's not true? What's been going on? What's been said? That you've been kidnapped. Right. Yeah. If you knew. Long story short, I had some really bad power problems, and this today's the day to see if it's all fixed. Yeah, so I haven't do anything since about Friday afternoon, which is a bit of a nightmare for me, to be honest with you. But there we go. It's done now. It's sorted. Cleanse for the tyres. Uh, blinker fluid. Everyday car care. Clearly, you know your cars based purely on the name, but I'm really not sure what you're asking me. I'm so sorry. Mark, how's it going? I'm not sure if we're going to have a busy day or a quiet day today because I've not been live. I've wanted to be, but I've not been able to. So it's been a bit of a nightmare. So we'll see if we've got a busy day today or not. Right, okay. Dual tire cleaning brush. Uh, yeah, no, thank you, Mark. I've truly missed it myself. Believe me, there was there's been power issues since last week. I was here on Saturday morning, ready to go. 2 hours waiting for them to fix the power. Nothing. Blink. Everyday car care. Come on, what's going on? What's going on over there? Right, so what I've got on the tyres is Dual Cleanse, and it's a solvent based, what it smells like it is, tyre cleaner. And as you can see, I didn't think there was much on the tyres, but it's coming off really quite brown. So I'm glad that that's on there. And this brush is going to make light work with the dirt that's on there. Mark, have you seen the Mini Woodman that I've got with me? I had to pick it up from St John's Wood, and let's just say it was different. Very, very different. Yeah. I've driven classic cars, but that one was it was a handful. I have no idea where reverse is. Is there much mud up here? Yes, there is a lot of mud up there. No, I'll show you as soon as I've done this. I'll show you. It's right behind me. But it was a lot of fun. But you can see why you couldn't live with a classic car every day. It would drive me insane anyway. Let's see how that's looking. I'm going to pressure wash this wheel. I've got a chemical on there. It's nice to have a classic in, something a little bit different. And it's nice to be able to have a bit of time to work on it. So there's no time constraints in this one. So I'm going to do as much as I can until I get freezing cold, and I'll come back on another day and do a bit more. But yeah, this is when you ask, is there going to be paint correction? And the answer is absolutely yes. Why is the mud not falling out of here? Come on. I know that you're in there. Oh, there's a lot of mud coming out of there. Yeah, look, you can see all the mud coming out of the arch down there. The mini is that one right there. So a little different. Never seen one before. I pulled up for the first time. One guy was like, "Yeah, I like that." I know absolutely nothing about it other than what it was like to drive, and it was eventful. It's like yourself in the face. Gotta love it when you do that. That's the job. Lots of mud in here. So these cars are being prepped for Howard Wise. So I've got time. This one, I'm going to do the interior as well. Again, not today. I'm going to try and break it up into a few days so I can do a few different lives. It's kind of cold out here today. But if any of you have got any questions, I can see that there's a good 60 or so of you on here right now. If you've got any questions about detailing, just want to have a chit chat, let me know. Uh, I just like coming into work, talking to people, showing off the cars that I'm working on. There's so much mud in this one arch. You just don't expect it of a car like this. Adil, how you doing, Adil? You love jet washes. Very cold out there today. It is. I've double gloved. Not that you can see it, but I have. Right. Are we nearly done with the mud in here? I don't think we are. Considering this car doesn't get driven very often, there is a lot of mud under here. I kind of want to get as much out of there as possible. So I'm going to need to keep cleaning the floor just to know if I've got rid of all the mud. But bear with me before I get rid of some of the mud off the floor. There we go. Now I'll be able to see if there's any fresh mud coming out. Okay, let's go. It feels smoother under there. But there's still quite a bit of mud. Where does a car like this get so much mud? Favorite car you've detailed? Mm, favorite car I've detailed. What would that have, what would that have been? Favorite car? The Lamborghini Sterato was good because it was different. However, I've also really enjoyed just doing a Fiat 500 that was bright yellow 595 because that was completely different. But I don't know if I've actually got a favourite. No one's ever. I get a lot of questions like that, but never that one. I don't know what the favourite is. Basically, if it's something a little bit different, I enjoy it. Manuel, good morning from Brazil. Can you be on the seventh? Oh, thank you, Adil. I've got a moderator in here. His name's Mark. It's not that you can't be one. It's just at the minute there's not a lot to be moderated on here for the moment. Thankfully, everyone does behave themselves. Which is kind of nice. Oh, sorry, I think I sprayed you guys. Why can't I be the moderator? Only because I've got one already at the minute, that's all. And he's in here, and he's a friend of mine. I've known him for a while. But I do appreciate you coming back, I really do. With moderators, I find that the more I get to know people over time, if I need a moderator, it kind of happens as and when I need it. Clean the window. Clean the window for you. Clean the window? You know, I've done Range Rovers with less mud in the arches than this car. Excuse me. It's got the dirty water on there. That was just disgusting. Lovely. Well, you can see even I'm getting soaked with all the mud. Is Gary in here? Is Gary in here? Put some water. Put some water. Gary's being mean. He said because my name is. No, he didn't say anything like that. I know, Gary. I never said anything of the fruit. Yeah, I think so, Gary. I think so. Do what you've got to do. I would love to see that window. What is going on with the people asking for the window cleans? Gary means what Gary means. Darth, how you doing, Darth? Darth Viper. Oh my God, there's so much mud coming out of here. Gary, was that our friend from a little while ago? Think it might be. Mark, you hold the power, mate. You hold the power. So how's it been, Darth? Sorry, I've not been live lately. Right, the water is starting to run clear, which is nice. What's your feeling? I know mine. Gary, you do what you got to do, both of you. That's why I've given you, uh, well, the right to do what you need to. Uh, for a win, how comes people want the win? As in, you want me to just clean the window? Is that it? I don't understand. No one's ever asked me to just clean the window before. So much mud. Come on. This is not the most exciting clean for you guys right now, but a job is a job. Uh, put some water on there with the jet wash. There you go. There's some water on there. All done. All done. Right. I'll clean the floor of the mud. Let's see if the mud is completely out. I've got a feeling it's not. This is why when I get to do these cars and it's not at my own place, I can't guarantee the result. You end up working with other people's equipment. You're just better off doing things for yourself in your own unit. Take your time. Yeah. It's the double rolled wing that. Oh, wow. Look at all of that. Message deleted by Mark. Blah, blah, blah. Did you ever do detailing on any Subarus? Do you know I've never. No, that's not true. I have done work on a Subaru, but not a special one. And we was timed out for 1,800 seconds. How many seconds is that? Was that a half an hour? Mark, you can do worse if you need to. No, really, no, really wash the windows. My 2-year-old daughter says it is necessary. Chris, I love that name, by the way. I will be doing it, but I do want to wait until I get there. And because there's so much mud, it's going to take me a while. Uh, Mark, if you need to do more, take no prisoners. sprayed myself in the face. As always, right, come on, mud. Let's. Oh wow, look at that. Can you see all the mud that's coming out of here? I'm not seeing turn. I'm just gonna point this down so you can see how much mud is coming out of there. How is that coming out of a plastic nut? I'm dumbfounded. Never seen this much on a classic car. Never seen this much on a Range Rover. Right, let's keep going until it's done. It's the same guy, Mark. Yeah, it is. I can see what happens after 30 minutes, but obviously, oh, Mark, honestly, if it's that one particular guy that's ruining it for everyone else, I'm more than happy for you to block him. It's no problem. I'm sorry, Chris. I've not got everything that I need in front of me. How comes two people are asking me to clean the windows, though? I'm a bit confused. That's why I'm a bit dubious, Chris. That's all. Oh, jeez. It's coming off in lumps. He comes back funny, then he'll be gone for good. Yeah, I'm happy with you. Uh, just removing people that are there to ruin it for everyone else, and I think that one particular guy, and I don't know why, he must have made about 15 accounts now. So take no prisoners. Okay, I don't think this is going to help. I think the pressure wash should be enough. But let's see if a little bit of all-purpose clean there in there helps. Plus, with it being white, I can actually see more clearly. Right, okay. God, you really see quite a bit more. So this is an all-purpose cleaner by Jewel. It's called Nitty Gritty. It's mixed at 10 to 1. And the pump sprayer, I can't actually tell you where that's from, not because I'm hiding it, but the people that have sent it to me, this is on loan almost. I'm testing it to see if they want to buy it. So I couldn't even recommend where to buy it from. To be honest, this 450 has not good taste. This colour really fitted the car. Yeah, it's black with. I can't open the doors. I'll show you why I won't open the doors in a second. But if you can see that bit of green around there, I've taped up the windows because being an old car, the windows will 100% leak. So it's one of those things that if you've never dealt with these old classic cars before, you just need to be careful. So we'll show you the interior on another day. I just can't do it today, unfortunately. But while that's resting in there, because there is quite a bit of dirt, we'll show you this 450 SL. So it's a nice old car. What year is it? It's around the 1980s. It's a W. Obviously, the number plate's backwards, but it is a W. So the other one that's in here, Duff, I don't know if you'll be interested in this one. This is a T-Reg, an old Mini Woodman. Never really seen one before. And I drove it back from St John's Wood the other day, and you can see it needs quite a bit of work in there. Side plates. So this one will end up at auction, and I've been given free rein to basically do what I need to do with it. And I think they know that it needs more work. But if you look, I mean, this has been stored in a garage, believe it or not, and you can see all of the moss that's in there. All of the moss around the windows, in here, under the bonnet is needs a bit of work to say the least. So yeah, all of this needs cleaning. You can see there's even moss in the roof up in here. So yeah, it's a little bit different. Things like this you've got to be careful of. What if the window pops out? I don't know. It might do. Weirder things have happened. But have a look at the rear window on this thing. Where's the boat? Oh, the boat's still there. It's just under some plastic. Still DB7 in as well. So yeah, it's a bit nuts. I'm supposed to have some other bits and pieces coming in too. There might be a Rolls Royce coming in at some point. All right, let's see. This is done. Use the brush to agitate everything in that. Right, it's not looking too terrible. If this doesn't look perfect after I've dealt with it, what am I going to do? No rips in the roof. Which one? On this one or the other one, Chris? Some of these old roofs, they still leak anyway, which is why I've got this one um, fairly well taped up. And I've even stuffed microfibers on the inside because I know somewhere it's going to leak. Because I've dealt with so many of these classics before, I want to know what to look out for. All right, okay, let's try this again. I've never done a wheel and arch tree for as long as this before. So what are we looking at here? There's a lot of mud actual coming out, so that's a good thing. Pressure wash this floor off. Let's just double check. There's a lot of mud coming out there. Pretty rare not to have it ripped. Uh, on this one, do I think it is well taken care of in the respect that I don't think the guy really drives it, but you can see that it does need one hell of a good clean. And the guy's got a whole load of cars. I'll be very surprised if he even drives it that much. Right, the water is finally running clear. It's going to fix two things. Spoke too soon. Spoke way too soon. Yeah, that's right. Clean that little bro. Thanks. Right, this one. XDD, XD. I love it when people try and say funny things, but they hide. No pictures, no proper name. It's never ending mud. How many of you would keep a car like this and just let it get muddy like this? I couldn't bear it. Ultimately, it needs to be wheels off. And let's face it, you can actually expect this to be so bad. How much mud could possibly be in there? Yeah, hope the window gets the window will definitely be clean, Chris. I promise you that much. Just not for a little while yet. It's taken me, I mean, we've been on this wheel for 25 minutes already, and there's these chunks of mud coming out of there. Right, let's see if it's done now. I'm hoping we are nearly there. We've got a lot to do if this is how the rest of the wheels are going to be. Right, dust up all this mud. Let's try again. Let's see if it's out. Damn, this model had 8 engine options. Geez. Um, well, even the 450 had 8 different engine options. Right, it's coming out mostly clear. So that is a good sign. I'm going to do one more wheel clean on here because this is a fallout remover. So I'm just going to let that rest on there for a little while. I doubt very much that this is going to need this kind of treatment because of the way that the wheel is shaped. Lots of grief going on here, just being attacked twice. What's that, Gary? Lots of grief going on here. Jane being attacked twice this week. Oh, what in the world has happened to Jane? I hope she's all right. Um, Super Dave. How you doing, Super Dave? Good to see you again. From a 2.8 straight six all the way to a 5.5 V8. Should we see what one's in this? Let me just pop the bonnet and I'll find out what one's in this. It's a bit of a funny bonnet pop on this. Hoping I can find it again. Where are you? There we go. Right, I have absolutely no idea which one this is. I'd say it's a V8 based on the cylinders being there and there in a V shape. Had to come back, forgot to give you thumbs up. Oh, Chris, thank you so much. I'll definitely clean the windows. I promise you that much. I'm sorry I'm not doing it just yet. Right, if someone, I don't know if you guys are interested in the engines and which one this is, but that to me is a V8, especially being a 450, but it doesn't tell me anything else about it on there. So it needs quite a bit of work under there as well, but I'm not going to be doing that live. It's such intricate work. I'm going to be using the steamer. I'm going to be using the pressure washer, lots of different brushes, and it just takes a good while. Right, this hasn't turned purple. I didn't think it would. So give it a quick clean. That'll be all that this needs. So this car is being prepped for Howard Wise. Howard Wise Cars. He's on Instagram. He's always got something interesting in for me. So I love working with Howard. Oh, get after. Listen, guys. Let's do one more check under the arch, shall we? This being the V8 narrows it down to six of the options, right? All right. We've got it down to six. How do we find out exactly what one it is then, Dar? Yes, I'm going to check this again. There's no point not. Right. I'd say on to the next wheel. There we go, finally. She's shaken up. It's Gary, Gary, I haven't spoken properly in a little while, have we? But I really hope that she's all right. Hope that you're all right. Yeah, it sounds very distressing right now. Next wheel incoming. Hoping that this one is going to be much easier to clean. We'll find out ever so shortly. From the 3.5 V8 to the 5.5. I have absolutely no idea on how to find out which one that actually is. I'm more than happy for you to tell me and I'll find out. Right, so that was Axis wheel cleaner. This is dual, sorry, it was dual axis wheel cleaner, and this is dual tire cleaner, of which they need to send me some more. I'm going to run out soon. Right. Gucci, how you doing, Gucci? What's going on? Beautiful Merc. Now, this one is a nice car. I like it. It's going to look even better once I've got it clean, decontaminated, machine polished. I'm not going to put a ceramic or anything on there, but I'm going to put dual oxide on there, give it some protection. I need to go over the roof. I'm actually going to machine polish plastic windows, take the yellow out as well. Looks as a look on, don't worry. We still need a catch up. We still need it. Just going to rinse around there. I just hope it's lots of good things that are going on, Gary, this time of year. Well, any time of year, really. I hope it's all good things. I've got 88 people in here. Hello, all 88 of you. Sorry, I've not been around much. I've had a bit of a power issue. We were getting up to 225 people in here at one point, but not been live very much. In fact, I've not been live at all since Friday. Mm, Not something that I'm happy about. These things happen. Okay. Uh, thank you, Gucci. Thank you. Yeah, I always forget to ask for likes, but likes, comments, subscriptions, I appreciate all of it. The people that just sit in the background and just enjoy watching, uh, I'm I'm happy for all of you. But yeah, I do love a subscription. See anything completely free and a like. I think the most likes I've got in a live is just short of 80. So for a while now, it's been on my mind to try and get past 80 likes. It might be today, it might be next week. Do I do a live on Christmas Day? Do I come in for an hour and go live? Do you think anyone would watch it? If I come in and just clean my own car? You know that there's that bit in the middle of the day where you're just like, "Mm, what do we do now?" I'm either going to be inundated or it's just going to be me on my own cleaning the car. Uh, Darth, it's a W reg. Yes, yes, it is. This one, I think it's a 1980, but I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. And so thank you, Gucci. You're an absolute gent. Or a lady, I don't know. I think you're a gent, though. Thank you. You probably would watch. I wonder if I should do that. Because I go round to my sister's, I will watch my nieces open all of their gifts, which will probably take hours. They get so much, they're so lucky. And then there's that little bit where you think, what do I do now? You go and you have a shower, you sit and you do nothing, you eat some sweets, maybe a couple of mince pies. I love a mince pie. But if I came to work on Christmas Day, I wonder if that is a good or a bad idea to hear. Right, time to pressure wash this out. I'm going to actually need to use something else to do the top of the tyre because the brush won't get in there. So this is one of those kind of little, what do you call it? It's supposed to be for wheel cleaning, but the only other way for me to do that tyre is to roll the car. And I'm not going to roll the car while I'm on a live. That'll be fine. Right, okay, here goes. Let's find out how much dirt and mud is under the touch. I'd watch, definitely. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I've not thought about it up until now. I don't know. I don't know if it'll be a good idea or a bad idea, but sometimes I'm up to trying these things just to see what happens. It could well be that I have the busiest day that I've ever had before. It could well be the price. Right, lots of mud coming out, which is relatively normal for this stuff. It feels like it's actually thick with mud. Hmm. Right, okay, I'm from Brazil. I have a car wash too. Hey, welcome all the way from Brazil. Lovely to talk to you. If I come over to Brazil, is there a job for me? I've always wanted to go to Brazil. The food, the people, the weather, it's the lungs of the earth. I've never been to South America, so that'd be quite nice to do. Nothing, yeah, let's find out. This is where we're gonna. Yeah, there's a lot of mud in here. I can actually feel it. What they are, it's mud, and it's very, very thick. Let me try and show you if I scrape it out. You can see how bad it is in there. Obviously, if you do it, you'll need to dress as Santa. Hmm. That's an idea. Maybe I'll see if someone wants to come with and dress as an elf. Do you remember that girl that used the screwdriver to clean under the arches? I actually need her here right now. Right, I've got to show you how much mud is coming out of a Mercedes SL. Look, the floor is black. Let me show you if I clean this up. There you go. That's how much mud is coming out of that arch. In that case, it has a 3.8 V8. How do you know so much about cars? I think it's impressive. In fact, if you took the number plate, you could probably just put it into something and find out. Right, so today is clearly going to take me 2 hours just to do the wheels of the arch. Which is a long time. We nearly fell off. Uh, Gary, you can dress the centre and get Diana to the sexy centre. I'm seeing Diana later for dinner, actually, but I know that she's not in the UK for Christmas. Big, big no. What are we going to do? I mean, even the pressure washer is struggling to get it all out. I'll let Diana know that you want her to be here on Christmas Day. She'll be absolutely thrilled. Just to think how much mud I'm eating today. Just for this car. Right, now check. Let's see how much mud we've got rid of. How much more is coming out. Right, you can't see it, but we're going to be here a while, people. Just cleaning the arches, and I want to try and point it down a little bit so you can see everything that's coming out. Don't know if that helps or not, but can you see all of the mud over here? Let's get rid of it again. Let's go into the little trough. See what comes out of here. It's funny how a car from the 90s has a bigger engine than one from 2015. V8 I forgot to. Yeah, absolutely. They just don't make them like this anymore. In some ways, it's a good thing. In some ways, it's just that nostalgia. And this is why I love working with Howard. He's always got something interesting in for me. So I'll be on this for a few days. And at some point, I'll start the mini Woodman. And I'll be on that for a few days as well. And, right, okay, let her know we wanted her on, but obviously it's a good thing she's going away to see family. No, it definitely is. Definitely is. Oh, because she's got no family here, so she does like to get back to Czech when she can. For those of you that don't know Diana, very good friend of mine. She often comes onto the line, but she's from the Czech Republic, so she's going home for Christmas. Which is possibly be in there. Uh, what have I missed here? Thanks emissions and all that. Look, yeah, absolutely. Although they do make big engines, but mm, I think I don't even know what I was thinking. Funny enough, Howard at the minute has got a car in. I wasn't. Was I live with it? Don't think I was live. It's a Yaris GR or a GR Yaris, the new one, and it is a 1.3. No, a 1.6 3 cylinder. So that's an unusual thing. And he said it's really quick. He said he had a race against the Porsche, his friend in his Porsche, and the Porsche didn't keep up with the Yaris. And I didn't know that they were so fast. This has got scratches all the way down here. Poor car. Right, would you prefer to clean this Benz with a lot of mud, or would you clean the same leather that's not been cleaned? Do you know what? That leather was easier to do than this. Much mud in here, but of course, you've still got two wheels yet to. This under here helps me see, believe it or not. I can see a lot more because it's white. I want to let that just rest in there for a little while. Hey, Adam, how's it going, Adam? Good to see you. Moram has 6.7 and a Dodge has 6.4. Is that litres? The 6.7 can't even get 15 miles to the gallon. Oh, I'm not surprised. 6.4 gets 25. I'm surprised that it gets that much to the gallon. Car has a 2.5 turbo. The Mini looks. Yeah, you've got some nice cars by the sound of it, you guys. Whilst that's working on there, I'm going to show you this Mini. What do you think of it, Adam? It needs a lot of work, and it's going to be going into auction. So it's Mini Woodman, Webasto sunroof. When do you ever see a Mini with a bull bar on the front, or whatever you're supposed to call them? But the paint is really badly damaged. You can see it's had something here. The clear coat has failed here and here and here. There's been a leaf on there for so long, it's actually etched into the paint. We've got to get rid of all of this mold that's in here. There's mold. Even though this car's lived in the garage, you can see all of the moss. that's on there. So it is a lovely little thing, and I drove it the other day for about an hour and a half. It was a challenge, shall we say. Right, the inside of the car, you can see that the paint is just damaged everywhere. But yeah, the inside of the car, a little bit different, a lot of fun. I smiled the whole way home when I was driving it, but it did get to the point where I thought, just get me home now and put me in my own car, because this is becoming difficult. I pulled out the thing for the fan, and as I pulled it out, the car accelerated. I swear to you, the car accelerated when I pulled the thing out for the fan. So, if any of you are mechanics and you know why that would happen, it happened. Right, let's see if that brush will do any better. Does the Mini really have a separate battery for the cigarette lighter? No idea whatsoever. I've driven it once. It's not my car; it's a client's car. But yeah, it's just a funny little thing, and it needs a lot of work. It's going to be going to auction, but I think the auction have said there's no way it's going into the auction looking like that. Right. Hopefully, this has got rid of most of the dirt under there. 160 160 brake horsepower from this car. Is that it? How do they get so few horses out of it? Must be hard to clean. This or that one, perfect fit for you. Ah, no. It was funny to drive. As I'm driving, the glove box open, the buttons fall off, and like I say, it accelerated when I pulled the fan out. Um, Guys, you know what to do. Entirely up to you. Mark, if you want to take the honour, do whatever you've got to do. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. Wait to see what Mark does. Right, I think it was not no more mud. Let's do a double check. Is that mud or is it just the shape of the arch? Not sure. You don't know how to wash a car. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. And it's good to see you here too. And Adam, yeah, I've had a nightmare. I've not been able to go live because we've had a complete power failure. So I've actually not been able to work since Friday afternoon. So that's the reason why I've not been around. I've had to go and do some other things. So I've been helping other people with their social media. So I've got to keep busy doing something. I'm not here. So I'm helping others. It's what I've done. 0 to 60 in 8.1. For this car, I'm surprised it's actually that good. The Mini, however, came all the way home. I went on the M1 and M25, the motorways for those of you that are not from the UK. And I was at a steady 60 miles per hour, and the engine was screaming. It was cold, it was misty, then it was hot. There's still a load of mud in here. Yeah, funny little car. I just bought a. You bought a new classic car, or is it's new to you? Because can you see where I'm confused? A new classic. But what did you buy? Congratulations, nonetheless. But what did you buy? Do you know, I've actually got a tool that would be good for this, but it's actually not particularly great. Otherwise, I would show all of you what it is. Now I'm going to get into there. Let's see if that works. Ooh, look at that. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Morning. You haven't been helping me and my social media. What do you mean looking fresh? What? Oh, helping you because you've still got more followers than I have looking fresh. Right. It's new to you. A 1966 Black Buick Skylark. That sounds fantastic. I mean, American cars, you've got me. I love them. Absolutely love them. Congratulations on the new car. Hope you enjoy it. I wish this was a platform where you could send me a direct message so I could see the car. I'd really like to see it. Hey, treacle. I know that's not for me, but yeah. The Mini. What is it about the Mini Gucci? Is that the one that's doing 0 to 60 and 8.6? That one is also the 1275 GT, so I think that's the nicer one too. Yeah, looking fresh. I've not been able to go live because I've had complete and utter power failure. So let's just say that that was a complete nightmare for me. I'm trying to get all the mud out of these arches, of which there is a lot. So far we are 52 minutes in, and I've done one arch and coming up to doing the second one. Right, I'm gonna have to get something in there a little bit more aggressive. I'll use a tire cleaning brush. Carry on and you'll get timed out. I would have put the car on a lift. No, you're right. Took the tires off and pressure. Robin, you're absolutely right. I should have done it that way around. I absolutely should have. Uh, yeah, this was not what I thought the car was like. But you're absolutely right. Certainly not going to challenge that one. All right. Okay. Oh, this is all the stuff that you don't get to see when you're not live. Like I've just covered my face in mud. I've got mud in my eye. This is all the things that you don't see on those well-edited videos, whether it's mine or someone else's. Oh, mud in the eye. Excellent. Okay, nearly done. We have to be nearly done with this one. Right, we're gonna have to get a jack next time and jack this car up, take the wheels off. Looks hard to clean. No, it definitely is. What's 0 to 60 in 0 to 200 is 49 seconds. What one's that for? The Mini they have looks hard to clean. The Mini, the Mini probably won't be too hard. Vinyl roof, and there's a small amount of car. So I'm hoping that it's going to be all right, but we're going to find out together on the live. Not going to be today for obvious reasons, because it's going to take me till about 4 o'clock to get these wheels done in here. Right, that's coming out clear. That's good. And that's coming out clear. Do one more last double check. Clear. That's clear. Okay. Stay on me. Right. A little bit of a fallout remover. I'm going to leave that on there for a couple of minutes. Really won't need too much. I know it won't. I'm going to move some of the stuff around to the other side. Looking fresh. I can put you on the timer for up to 24, so you can't. Looking fresh. Have I showed you this one, the little mini Woodman? Does anyone know much about this car? Because apparently Woodman to Mini is the same as Brabus is to Mercedes. What's the cost of detailing the Merc? That is kind of open, and the reason it's open is because of the interior. It needs a lot of work, and what we don't know is, can I get away with using some steam and wiping it over, or do I need to get in there with a wet vac? And how much paint correction does it need? So it's probably going to need quite a bit. How much work under the engine bay? So it's going to be probably close to 2 full days on this one, I should imagine. But Howard gets Howard rates. So because he keeps bringing me cars. And in fact, everything in here right now is from Howard. We've got the DB7 in the corner from Howard. This is from Howard Wise Cars. That's from Howard Wise Cars. And the one I'm working on right now is from Howard Wise Cars. And he's going to bring me possibly another car shortly. Right, okay. Has been driving through a field. Honestly, I think it's been left in a field. I've never seen that much mud come out of a car of this caliber before. Right, but the wheels are not turning purple, and I'm not surprised just because of the shape of the wheel. And has it got drum brakes? No, it doesn't have drum brakes, thankfully. I said earlier that the 70 was. Oh, right, I see. I see. So Woodman is the 70s Brabus type thing. The new minis are anything but mini. Well, they're BMWs, aren't they? In fact, I saw a mini Countryman the other day. I was like, that thing's massive. It just wasn't. It's called a mini, but it just wasn't. Cool. It's actually really big car. Right, okay, let's get in there. Right, considering these wheels are actually coming out really quite nice. There's a little bit of stuff on there, but I think that's maybe tar and glue removal. We'll remove that one when we get to that stage. Last check. See that we've got rid of all the mud. There's mud in places, but it's tough. Right, onto the next wheel, thankfully. Third wheel. Third wheel. Geez, it really is taking a half an hour per wheel. We're gonna, gonna have to think of a quicker way of doing this. And jacking up the car and taking off the wheels would have been a hell of a lot faster. Sorry about that, people. One of my friends had a couple of mini pickups. I bet they're quite nice. I've never seen one of those before. I think I've seen pictures of it, but never actually seen one. So that'd be quite fun. They charged me 400 to detail the RAM and 250 to detail the charger. It seems like we're on about a similar level. But no, there. What do you consider a detail over there in the US? The things with Howard is I sometimes do more, uh, just for the sheer fact he gives me so much business. So if I've got the time, I'll do more than he's actually paid for. Ryan, how are you, fella? Hi, detailer. Have a good day. Ah, thank you, Ryan. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for joining us. Pressure wash the wheels out with the tires off. No, you're absolutely right. It should be done that way on this particular car. Just didn't expect it, but I'm gonna have to save that for another day. Well, for a future cars anyway. I don't normally offer wheels off style packages, but with this one, like I say, I'm just getting right involved. Should have taken the wheels off, but we haven't. It's easy to jack up and take a wheel off. Uh, I hope every arch, if not, well, we're about to find out. I'm hoping that the left side of the car is the worst side because it's closer to, well, that side of the road and all the dirt and all the mud and etc. So I'm about to find out. And I mean, if you can already see the dry dirt that's stuck in there. So, right, can you see it actually coming out? Can you see on the floor? Just here. If you have a look at this, you can see that patch getting a bit darker on the floor. Yep, there's a lot in there. Dave, I'll show you what we're up to. I will show you. Right, so we've got a Mercedes 450 SL, and what I'm going to show you is the windows are taped up because I guarantee the water will go straight in there when we pressure wash it. Underneath here on the inside, I've put in some of your beautiful microfibers from Fallen Angel because this car will leak. End of story. Same with this side. And we've also got in this one, a little mini Woodman. So there's a lot going on. And later, I'm going to be testing two different microfibers from the lovely Fallen Angel. So we've got a wheelie dry. It's a little microfiber that's very dense and lush. And I'll show you how I'm going to use that one. It's making the bag dirty. And we've got a great big drying towel, which I am really excited to use because it looks like a fantastic one. So if you're looking for microfibers, Fallen Angel, I might go to. Today I'm at a barber shop. It's kind of hard to pay attention to the live stream. To be honest with you, I'm glad that you're here no matter what. So I really do appreciate that. Thank you. I live on a dirt road. Let me just try and get out in the country. My vehicles get dusty in the summer and coated in mud in the winter and spring. Yeah, absolutely. There's some cars out there that when I see a Land Rover and it's absolutely covered in mud, that's the way I kind of want to see the car. No, it sounds nuts, me doing this for a living, but yeah. The Mini is a little bit different. Yeah, the Mini Woodman is different. It's a 1275 GT engine. Oh, is that? No, it's not. I thought it was something else. And uh, I drove it home the other day from St John's Wood. This is still going strong, by the way, Mr. Martin. It just hasn't given up. It never gets clogged, which is unreal. So you need to get them listed because people are asking me. Uh, yeah, so I drove it home from St John's Wood, and it was a lot of fun, but I couldn't live with it. It's the kind of thing whereby you drive it a little bit on the weekends. I don't want to do longer than about an hour in the car. Putting an order in for January, yeah, they're just it doesn't stop working. So what more could you ask for? I really want that to break down as much dirt as possible. Not a hand polish and not the engine. Uh, sorry, when you say a hand polish and not the engine compartment, I know I must have said something to trigger that comment, but I can't remember what it was. I'm not going to be hand polishing this, if that's what we were talking about, but I am going to be machine polishing this car, and that's going to be the best way to get as much gloss out of this as possible. Right, dual cleanse for the tires, and these tires will turn brown. Don't realise how dirty they actually are. My hands are freezing today. Oof. Right, okay. I'm gonna go straight in with this one today. But more have they really? How have they been going actually? I need to do some more videos. I've not been here and I've not recorded anything, but I will be doing some more videos imminently. I'm gonna try and get some done today. But they seem to be doing all right. 30 left. That's really great. Nice work. Considering how many did you have last time? 50, and you had them on the shelf for ages. Just needed a little bit of a push, and out they went. It looks like they're going to be more of a regular thing now, by the sound of it. Right, so I'm using a tyre brush again by Jewel. I'm using a lot of their stuff today. It's not the only brand that I use. So you can see all the mud coming off the tyre. Oh no, Dave. Honestly, no need to take me. I'm glad that we're working together on it. You've got, well, Fallen Angel have got excellent kit in terms of microfibers and drying towels, the big hairy ball brushes. So I am only too pleased to tell everyone about you. Well, I'm going to do the top of this tire with one of these. Filthy little wheel cleaner. But it gets in there. In fact, it might be good for getting under here as well. Yes, it's pretty good. Pads and applicators coming soon. Pads. What pads? I know you've got the scrub pads. Is that the one that you mean? I've enjoyed using those. I forgot you've got that much stock actually. But you do. You've got a hell of a lot. How was that going on to there? Oops. Right. I'm using a tire brush to get into this arch. Hopefully, that's going to make it quicker to clean. And is the camera picking up all the dust that's coming out of this? Believe it or not, that brush is grey. Are they palm ball brushes, hairy ball? I was thinking of airy ball snow foam. Oh no! Um, it is the like the it's a ball brush. Yeah. So it's not the airy balls snow foam. Although I've been meaning to go and try their snow foam again. I like Maggie. So I want to get this arch done quick and right. I'm going to pressure wash this off, and you'll see the colour difference. Look at the state of it. Right there you go. It's not mud coloured. Although I've just covered everything behind me in mud. Sorry, tired. What have I missed there that you said tired for? I can't remember. Right. So I've got mud on everything. Everything that I'm touching at the moment is covered in mud. Right, let's see if we're done here. How long would this one have taken? Like, 10 minutes. Now, it'd be nice if this one was done in 10 minutes. That didn't even need scrubbing. I will go over it, but it didn't even need scrubbing. Mud off the car, shall we? You asked what a detail consisted of. That was it. With your two American beautiful cars, that was right, wasn't it? The Auto Bright Airy Ball coloured foam has been discontinued. How come it's been discontinued? Do you know? Is it because it didn't work, or it was just a limited edition? Yeah, we can then. Oh, it's so thick and mushy. I know I'm going on about it. I'm really harping on about it, but have a look at everything that's under there. Look, all my gear, it's all just covered in mud. Who would have thought it from an SL? Right. You get rid of all of this. Then I can gauge how much is still coming out. Covered. What model is the Mercedes? Qual Modelo? I don't know if that's Spanish or not. It could be Portuguese, but it's a 450 SL. So 1980s 450 SL Igago Rossi. Sabrina, how you doing, Sabrina? Look at all the regulars in. Right. A limited edition trial. Oh, I'm lagging. Oh, crap. Do you know, Adam, part of the reason, or the reason why I've not been live is because I've had power issues. So, is anyone else having lagging problems? I'm guessing because it's on 48, it could well be that there are some more. It's not just Adam, it could well be me entirely. And we've been trying to fix it. We've been trying to fix it. And even then, at the moment, it's a quick fix, just so I can get to work, which is not ideal. I know that. So I'm happy that you're here, but I know that there's nothing I can do to fix it. So please forgive me if it's lagging. I'll try my best to fix it some more in the future. Has everyone got quite a bit of lag? Just interested to know if any of you have also got lag. The chances are it probably is me. Just thought it might have been. What was that? Why can't I share this to Instagram or TikTok? Only X and Facebook. I have absolutely no idea. Looking fresh, no idea. But thank you. I didn't even know that you could share it anywhere. To be honest with you, let alone being able to share it on those two places. I've been thinking joining X. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. It won't be bad, obviously, but am I going to be busy on there? Is X a place that we go to have a look for detailing stuff? Oh, here we go. No, I didn't think this was going to be a quick one. Not based on the others. Again, look how much mud is coming out from the back of this SL. Let me get rid of it. Right, it's clear. Let's go again. Let's see what happens. Wouldn't do X personally. It's fine here. At times it's lagging. Okay, so we've got a bit of a mixture here. Yeah, it's a quick fix. It's a quick fix. Right, so yeah, with X, I've thought about it because of course it's monetized now. So it could well be it's really easy to just upload it to X as well. And if I become monetized on there, then great. But I don't know that X is a place for detailing. I really don't know. I've got TikTok notifications from Best Merch. They keep offering me free cookies if I like their post. And they're saying it to everyone. Has anyone else had it? Spraying it right in my face. All on every day. Right, I think we're done. I think it's clear. Nearly there. We're nearly there. Right, quick go around the wheel, and I want to move on to the last one, thankfully. How's Brighton? How is Brighton? What's Brighton like at Christmas? And have you been to the Ivy Asia there? I love the Ivy Asia. I've not been to the one in Brighton, only the one in St Paul's. Okay, last wheel up and coming. And that one took 17 minutes. So that one wasn't as bad, but obviously 17 minutes to clean one wheel and one arch is a significant amount of time. And guess what? I didn't even do a wheel cleaning video for this car. How upset are you got? I'd end up running low on content if I don't start filming some more wheel cleaning stuff. So for anyone that doesn't know, I do a lot of wheel cleaning videos. So satisfying to me, and I hope that you guys enjoy them. But people take the pee. Said I only clean wheels. And at the moment, it looks like there's evidence of that. Right, last wheel. Let's hope that this one goes quickly. 40 people. That's because I have not been live much and it's lagging. But nothing I can do. Reddit, Telegram, X, Facebook, and Pinterest can be shared too from here. So I wonder what is going on there. I wonder what's kind of that it can't be shared to the others. But I appreciate you trying. I really do. Mike, that is one of my favourite names. How are you doing? Sorry, soaking. Kevin, right, it is great. What's that? Soaking a gammon? Is that a euphemism? Or you cooking? Look at this. Every single time, just work. Can't complain. Simple as that. Looking fresh. This is from Fallen Angel, although they've not got it in stock yet. And I've got to say, I've had an IK sprayer before. I've got the Marilex Axle 3000 foamer. Both of them always got clogged. The filter was clogged. This from Fallen Angel, it never clogs. Ever. It has never clogged. And I can't tell you how blooming good that is. I was still cleaning out the filters every single time I needed to use it. I've gone through about a litre of this stuff. Right, let's see. Cheshire is lovely and sunny but freezing. Is that where you're from in Cheshire? APC for wheel arches. Mike, yes. The one that I'm using right now is by Jewel and it's called Nitty Gritty. It's mixed at 10 to 1. If you're not based in the UK, you won't be able to buy this particular one. I'm not saying you're looking to buy it, but yeah, it's UK based. So you won't be able to buy it, let's say, anywhere else. But there are others that I use if you need a recommendation that are worldwide companies. But the APC is great. Also, I've been using this on the tyres by Jewel. It's a tyre cleaner. Cooking, just got fresh gammon joint and soaking the brine out of it. Right, I see. I wasn't sure if that was some kind of weird euphemism. because you and I do say some funky stuff to each other. How come you're doing that on a Wednesday? What are you cooking? Cairo, how you doing, Cairo? I'm upset seeing that Maguire's bucket. Why are you upset seeing a Maguire's bucket? Is that a BMW E30? It's not a BMW, no. This should give it away right here. 450 SL, yes, it absolutely is. Soaking my head, Paul brushes later. An old Merc. Cairo, it is an old Merc. It's around the 1980s or a 1980. Mercedes 450 SL convertible. It's in for a while. So I'm going to do as much as I want to today. And bearing in mind the wheels are taking me forever, I'm going to do this. I'm going to clean the car, decontaminate it, maybe clay bar it, dry it, and go. I've got to do the roof as well. Right, so there is quite a bit to do on here. I'm not going to do the what is it called? The door seals because I need to do those by hand, other than with a pressure washer, because this car will absolutely leak water. I'm not going to do under the engine bay, other than a tiny, weeny little bit. I might even do that on another day as well. It's going to be machine polished again, not today. So yeah, I'll pick on with this one. Then I've got a mini. Those of you that want to see it, there's the mini just over there, mini Woodman that needs to be done as well. I wasn't impressed with my IK sprayer. I wasn't impressed with mine, and I gave it to someone else. Wasn't impressed at all. Doesn't mean I don't want to test them again. I don't believe that they're all bad because so many people are using them. However, I gave my one away. And if someone said to me, "Should I buy an IK?" and I'd be like, "Well, no." But I would like to try them again because so many people swear by them. So how comes my one was no good? Bug the life out of me, that does. Every day, go and do something, put in a new filter. But come on, guys, that shouldn't happen. Especially when, first time round, that one from Fallen Out, simple as that. Right, time to get into that. Right, okay. Does Howard buy cars from private sellers? May have a 2005 roller. Yes, he does. Yeah, he sure does. I wasn't impressed with Mark. I read that one. So, the wheels remind me of some E30 rims. Just didn't see the centre. Got it. Yeah, I don't really know BMW like I do the Mercs, but there's a lot of BMW fans often join my lives actually. And when you guys talk about, oh, this is an E30 or E36, I just kind of glaze over and go, I don't know what that is. I'm not good with that part. I used to know a hell of a lot about cars, and then over the years, BMW have just got so many cars in its range, and so have all the other brands, and I just stopped trying to keep up. I need to get right up in here because I know that there's a load of mud in there. Ouch! From the first one. I'd never pay for an IK again, just cheap ones that never fail. No, absolutely. I totally agree with you. After having the IK and the other one, the Marilex. A Marilex I do like, believe it or not. I think it is a good quality foam sprayer, but it carries on clogging, which makes no sense. So if it clogs and this one doesn't, and they do the exact same job, you can see why my go-to now is the one from Fallen Angel, which is not available yet. Right, now we've got to flush out this arch. 1990 BMW, if you want to see. Yeah, I think I will need to. I would like to see the look of them in comparison, but I'll show you the car in a second, Caro, although it's taken me a long while to get through these wheels and arches today. Like, just because they're so muddy. Right. Now, something that I'd never recommend to any of you is a wheel acid. And I'm waiting for a car that I can actually test them on. And in a way, I'm glad this might not be it. But every now and then, if a car needs an acid, then this could be it. It looks like it needs a bit of help. So I'm not going to use acid just yet. This one needs more help. The other ones didn't. Work that out. I bought 11 IK sprayer bottles last year and only got one left that works. Why am I not surprised? Right, so this will. The other ones didn't need this. The dirt came off, but this time round it hasn't. So I'm just going to give it a little bit extra help. I don't think I'm going to need to put anything else on now. I hope not. I don't like using acid. It was the last chance saloon, mate. Looking fresh. Do you use acids, Dave? Do you use acids? Believe it or not, I've been using an Auto Smart pump sprayer with time glue remover for years without any issues. Auto Smart. Look, the things with these companies, Auto Smart do some good stuff actually. And G101, the glass cleaner, it's other bits that I think are good, but I do prefer other things. But Auto Smart, I don't think they're a bad brand at all. Still not my go-to. Oh, and they also do TARDIS. Jeez, TARDIS is fantastic, but I'm not sure. Is TARDIS plastic safe? I can't remember if TARDIS is plastic safe or not. And I've got a feeling that at least I think it's not, which is one of the reasons why I don't use it. But if it is plastic safe, then TARDIS is one of the best, if not the best. Tile glue remover out there. Right, the moment we've all been waiting for, trying to get the mud out of here. 6. So yeah, it's quite cold. My hands are freezing up, to be honest with you, and my face is soaking wet. You keep speaking to me like that, and you have my personal number. Right, now my mud is going to come out of here. A lot, but that's okay. I can actually feel the difference where the mud is or where the mud was. There's so much coming out of here. Unsurprisingly, based on the other 3 years that we've done, I'm really looking forward to cleaning this car. Right, let me show you all of the mud that's come out of there. There we go. That is no joke. Loads of it. Right, let's go again. Let's see how much more comes out. Do you think they would notice if you swap the old Mini with your? Yeah, they might. They might notice it. I do like doing this stuff. Like you can see everything that goes well and everything that goes wrong. Mud in the eye for the second time. Well, I got. Oh, you can even see where it hit it. Oh, are we like alive? What's going on? VA Fairmont. Hello. We are thankfully close to the end of doing the wheels on this 1980 Mercedes 450 SL, and I've been live for an hour and a half. So I've just got mud everywhere. I've only just done the arches. So like the wheels on the arches. So yeah, in 90 minutes so far, all I've done is the wheels and the arches. But next, we will be finally getting on to the bodywork of the car. I hope that's going to be shortly, to be honest with you. Uh, Far out, big job. Yeah, I don't know why there's so much mud under the arch of this car. Archie, the mud is literally flinging out everywhere. Who does this to an old Merc? This one mainly clean, it's only abused vehicles of use some acid-based wheel cleaners. Yeah. Which one do you use? Looking fresh in terms of acid. I've used a couple of them in the past. I think I've used, in fact, I don't even know what brand that was. I was going to say Auto Smart, but I don't know that it was. I used to use it at a client. I've used another one by a brand that I bought off of the website into detailing, but I can't remember that one. All I remember was it was cherry scented active. And I think the one that I've got now is definition detail or definition detailing. I'm not sure, but I've not used it yet. Have I had this car before? No, never. Never had it. This car is it's owned by someone, but Howard is trying to sell it for him. So we are just doing everything that we can to get it looking newer. But Howard's got an interest in this car, not only because, of course, he wants to sell it, but he's known the car ever since it was brand spanking new. And Howard loves an old work. So when I talk about Howard, it's Howard Wise cars. Oh my word. What? I've just got a pocket of mud somewhere. As in, you can see it coming off in chunks. It's, what the hell? Look at it. Look at all that mud. Careful you don't blow out any rust. I haven't actually seen any on it yet, but yes, it is one of the things that I'm actually being careful of. Oh, Jesus. And for this, I'm using the good water as well. I should have switched it over. I should have switched it over to the unfiltered water. Right, okay. Now the floor is clear. Let's see if we can find any more mud and finally get onto the bodywork of this car because it's going to take a while. The mud might be holding it all together. Let's hope not. It's still quite a bit coming out. They probably live in far out manor in the middle of nowhere like the billionaires. You know what? I know where this guy lives because he only lives 5 minutes from where I am. And he's got a nice home. But it is not in the countryside. Then again, I don't know if this car lives at that address, but he is a wealthy guy, that's for sure. He was telling me that he wants to live in a mixture of Spain, Dubai, and England. So he's got a bunch of rental properties, commercial, and and like private, as it were, but homes. So he's doing all right for himself. Oh, he's got a boat somewhere in Spain as well. Nothing like that. They say how the other half lives, but it's not the other half. The 1%. Right. That is looking better. Let's see if I can get any more mud. I'm anywhere that a bit of a stick clean around here. Yeah, it's looking good. One last check. We've started the bodywork, finally. I've got the snow foam ready to go. The snow foam that I've got is built hammer touchless. The last of it. The last of the built hammer touchless that I've got. And funny enough, this car's actually, the bodywork's not that dirty, so I don't really need too much. I have gone through hundreds of litres of water for this particular car right now. Right, okay, let me lift this up and let's make a move on the rest of the car. Okay. That's the 1% that never give a tip either. Right. Do you know what? One guy did give me, he gave me a £50 tip, but I was at his house for 3 days. One girl, she spent 300 quid on her car and she tried to give me £100 tip. I was like, that's a big, oh, God. So I didn't accept that tip. I thought it was way too much. And I told her, because I know that she wanted the interior done on the car. I said, keep the tip. Said, and actually put the car in to have the interior done. She wanted it cleaned and leather ceramic coated. So that's what she did in the end. But I definitely didn't want her giving me a £100 tip on a car that I was charging her 300 quid for. Right, so it's all taped up and ready to go. Let's see how it goes. 90 mins for one wheel and three more to go. Yeah, right. Have you done the other arches? Yes, I have, thankfully. Thankfully, because that was a long time that I should have had the car clean by now easily, but that's just not the case. She wanted extras. Dave Martin, she would have been more than welcome. She's about 5'9", beautiful, and she does all this like fitness modeling type things. She was lovely, but that's not what it was about. That's not what it was about. Right, okay. So I'm using what one I'm using today? A dual snow foam lunch, and I've got, and you can see it's separated, which is why we need to move this around. This is Built Hamber touchless snow foam. I think I've got the panel impact ratio right. For those of you that know what that is from Built Hamber, I don't know why they don't just change it to a proper what's it called? Ratio. What is the ratio called? Oh, my brain's not in gear today. Paul Hubert. I don't have no idea what that says. It was Diana. What was Diana? Hello. Oh, I've said that already. Sorry. Sorry. You know, it does actually, doesn't it? I can't. I can't fight you on that one. Right. Okay. So I'm going to cover the car in snow foam, and I'm going to. I'm not going to cover the roof. I'm going to cover the roof in something else, and then I'm going to clean the roof, pressure wash off the car. So there's quite a bit here to do. Right, okay. I'm going to start as always on the other side of the car and walk myself around. Okay, you can see everything. Right, here goes. Right, now this particular snow foam, you can have it quite runny. It's not the thickest one out there. I can make it thicker, but this promise I'm going to do everything other than the roof, and I'm going to put something else on there. Obviously, a little bit's going to fit on there. It's yes, it is. Sorry. Take the windscreen roof. Tape it. When you say tape the windscreen roof, I mean that bit's taped. I've not seen any gaps at the front. I am going to be careful with the way that I use the pressure washer on the car. That is, you've done this enough times that I've seen what can be done. As in, with the pressure washer, I'm not going to force it in that way, so it's going to be coming down the way. Little things like that. Now, I've checked the boot, and it's really not that bad. So I'm going to do that by hand and not with a pressure washer as well. Thankfully, we've got some microfiber stuffed in all the right places, just in case it does, or when it leaks. Being an old car like this, they're not watertight, unfortunately. Right, okay. Are you changing? Are you charging for the storage of the Aston? The reason, I mean, the owner said that he would pay me for the storage, but the reason I haven't asked Howard is because everything in here right now is from Howard. So, do I ask him for storage when he's got me three other vehicles and he's bringing me more? What do you do in that situation? So at the minute he's not, but I'm okay with that. Howard's keeping me busy over the next, well, over the past. I don't even know how much, but yeah, I get a lot from Howard, so I've got to be careful that if I say, "Oh, you've now got to pay for storage on that," is he going to bring in less cars? So it's like it's difficult. So at the moment, basically, no, I'm not charging for it. Right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that on there for quite a while. It's definitely not going to do any damage in any way, and I'm going to use this one. How much is in there? There we go. So in here, I've got Built Hamber, Surfx HD mixed at 10 to 1, and I've got a scrubbing brush. And this is what I'm going to do next, the roof. With this, obviously, you need to be careful of the paint and don't put it on these plasticky windows because you're going to scratch them. I am going to machine polish those. Believe it or not, you can get the yellow out of that with a bit of machine polishing. Swings around charging. Yeah, absolutely. At one point before I was, well, this must have been about 2 years ago now. I used to be with Howard. In fact, I'm going to get some water on the roof. I used to work for Howard once, possibly twice a week for about a year and a half. So Howard spent a lot with me. So if I can do something for him and not charge him for it, then I'm probably not going to charge him. Ooh, that's not good. There we go. Right, with this, as you can see, I'm keeping the pressure washer a decent distance away from the car for so many different reasons. But ultimately, if you've got this style of roof and you want to clean it, don't put the pressure washer close to it. You're going to put tram lines in there and you will regret it because you will never get them out. Hello from Japan. Hello. What are you doing in Japan? What's the time in Japan? It's got to be late in the evening, I'm guessing, or afternoon. I've had a couple of Japanese cars in recently. Are you into what cars are you into over there? As in you personally? Right, okay. Are you using some front jog? Are you? Oh, that was for Paul. Hello. Uh, who's Jay? God, I'm a bit confused on that. Right, okay. Looking fresh. What have you put there? Let me read that. Paul, how's it going? You good? I can't hear much. Under the week, over the weekend. Right, got it. Cool. We're good. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, looking fresh. You've put something about the acid. It was something about the acid wheel cleaner from AutoSmart, but I've missed the comment. I'm sorry. I was about to read it, and Paul just popped in for a second. What is that? That's a font, found a font generator. Is that? Should you put APC in the foam cannon with some car soap for extra power? You look, I've done it before. If what happened, I placed an order in good time. What was it for? There was supposed to be a snow foam in there, an alkaline one, and because of the postal service here, it didn't turn up for about another 3 or 4 days, and I ended up running out of snow foam. Anyway, what I did was I got a pH neutral shampoo, put a couple of shots of Surf X HD because it was a while ago that I used it. So number Surf X HD APC. Lo and behold, it was a really good snow foam. So yeah, you can do it, and I have done it. It's not hard to work out some of these things. Right. But yeah, I definitely recommend it if you run out. For these things you don't actually need any extra power. Let's say with the tilt hammer that I'm using on this car, it's really quite a powerful snow foam. So you don't have to put anything else in there. And some cars definitely don't even need it. So all I'm doing at the minute is I've soaked the roof down with water. Then I've used some, and you can see everything that's going on here. So that's what it looks like. Let me try and lift you up a bit so you can see. Then I put an APC in here. There we go. That's better for you. And now I've just got to clean the roof. All I'm using is an unbranded, but it is a chemically resistant upholstery brush. And I'm not fighting it, just making sure that I get all the little nooks and crannies just to draw out the dirt. Now, this is far from one of the worst ones that I've seen, which is good because we're behind on time today. Right, okay. I can't actually read that. Hard to read something out there, Paul. Snow foam ring off. Snow foam ring off quick. Any suggestions? Mother it from how? Adam, I don't understand. A lot of you are writing some funny stuff right now. Snow foam ring off quick. I'm confused. Sorry. I know I want to answer, especially to you, Adam, but I don't know what you're I'm guessing there's a typo down. I can't seem to write it. Mother it from hours. So it's 9:30 in Japan right now. It's on my list of places to go. I've got to say Japan. I'd like to see it. Document running off quick. Right, okay. So far I'm running off quick. Any suggestions? Right, okay. Depending on the snow foam that you're using, let's say like the one that I'm using right now, don't fix it. For the sheer fact, this particular snow foam needs to be quite watery. So it's performing exactly the way that it should. Not only that, but the other theory with snow foam is that when it's running off of the car, it's pulling the dirt down with it. So that's a good thing. Whereas when you get the shaving foams type stuff that sticks on the car, the dirt's not coming off. Now you can take that with a pinch of salt, but that's the theory behind it. So I wouldn't worry. Of course, when it comes down to is it Instagrammable? Not as much. No. But is it still working? This particular one, yes, because it's quite a runny snow foam. I hope that helps. So thank you, who was it was for helping me. I think you were right. Yeah, Dave, thank you. That did help. Can we just write a normal font? 10 minutes cleaning car for 90 minutes struggling to read the comments. Yeah. Yeah. The Detective's quite small, isn't it? And I've got decent iron, but the text did make it difficult to read, I've got to say. But there's not really much in terms of nasty dirt coming out of this. Probably sounds worse than it looks. It's still relatively white, which is a good thing. If it was turning like a dark browny or green kind of colour, you know that we've hit some kind of mold or just mildew stuck in there. But this is looking good. I know that that's going to leak. No, so once this is done, I'm going to have to get in the car and find out if there are any leaks that I've missed. Hopefully not. Paul and others, please just right there. Oh, Mark is going to get annoyed. They're all regulars in here. That's the thing. What are we going to do? But yeah, if you could, please, all write in a font that everyone can easily read. It'll just make it easier for them to join in the chat with you. So I understand that it's fun writing in different text, but I can't respond, and other people might not be able to as well. Built hammer clings very well with serious cleaning capabilities. Yes, it is. It is one of the best. It's as simple as that. I'll always maintain that. This is very small. Yes, it is. Right, okay. Cairo, I know you're just having fun. Right, time to get the foam off of this car, and I'm not going to pressure wash the roof too hard. The bits where the roof meet the actual car itself, I'm definitely not going to put too much water into those areas because it will make it inside of the car. I'm going to hazard a guess that someone's waxed this car because it's got some kind of water behaviour on it, which if there was nothing on there, it wouldn't be that way. Not really a problem. We can get rid of it, but I would prefer it wasn't there in the first place. Right, okay. Now, onto the roof. It's coming off nice and easy, so that's good. Hopefully, I won't have to put too much water into the roof. So I'm just concentrating here, so I'm not going to be able to look at the camera for a minute. This is the bit where if I'm going to get any water in the car, it's right now. There we go. That's the do it. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of wax or something on the car. I've used APC with seriously weak pH. Uh, weak pH neutral snow foam, and it worked very well. You used APC with a weak pH, like a pH neutral, and it worked well. Which one was that? Gucci have to go to. Oh, thank you, Gucci. Thank you for hanging around. I will be live quite a bit more now that I've got power, believe me. But thank you for being here, and I will be back tomorrow. I'll be back over the weekend into next week. There's absolutely something on this car, so now I don't know what it's hiding. I have absolutely no idea what it is. Now, some of you might think, well, it doesn't really make a difference, but actually it does. The reason it makes a difference is because when I go to inspect the paint, is something being masked? Right? Does it look better than it actually is? Also, when you go to machine polish, the pad will want to skip on the surface other than actually cut. And that's not a good thing. Again, I'm hitting the roof at an angle going downwards because it can and will go into the car, which I definitely do not want. Dad used to clean his car with a bucket of water and a ferry washing up liquid chamois and using tea. So, do you know what, Caro? We've all been there. When I was a kid, who here has never, as a kid, or maybe even as an adult, but with a bucket of water that you just used to clean the car, chucked it over the car? I know I've done it as a kid. You're like, oh, okay, the car's finished. Get the last little bit of suds off. We've all done it. You're going to strip the. What I'm thinking of using, I've got a couple of different things, but the products that I want, I actually don't have here. So I'm thinking cover the car in an APC and let it sit for a while and kill it. However, I don't know that it is a wax. I just think it's a wax. So I will see if an APC will get rid of it. And I'm going to use Built Hammer Surf X HD. Unless I've got something else. I'm going to use this one. Oh, don't tell me I've broken another one of these. This one didn't last long. This is a double quasar trigger. And I've not had it long, and I might have broken it already. Absolute piece of rubbish. Right, the reason I'm scared to use this is because if that doesn't hook onto there properly, and I'm spraying it over a car and it falls off, I've got a nightmare. Fallout, eat through it. Mm, not the one that I've got. The fallout remover won't kill it. No, in fact, I know it's coating safe, so that won't help. APC should strip it off. But again, it just depends on if someone's put something that's really chemically resistant on there. Let's say that they've used. Can you see? No, you can't see anything I'm doing. Um, if they've used something like Maguire's hybrid ceramic wax, that stuff is unbelievably chemically resistant, and it's like 20 quid a bottle. Or if they've used turtle wax, seal and shine, a tenner, really chemically resistant. This won't even touch the sides, and that stuff is just going to have to be machine polished off. It's going to go. It's going to have to be gone over and over and over again just to get rid of it. And I just don't have the time to do it that way. So let's see if this one works. Corosol will not remove it. Definitely not. I'm going to be using Corosol, but Corosol will not remove the wax or any other coating. Oh, my hand's getting tired. Just curious, do you clean your house like you clean your cars? No. Oh, actually, that's not entirely true. I steamed the bathroom and the kitchen the other day. That's why the steam cleaner's not here. I took it home and I steam cleaned. So yeah, I do, I guess. Right, last little bit of here, from here even. Right, guess we need to mix some more of this up. Right, Corosol kills everything. Are you sure? I've been using it on my car on the ceramic coated side, and it's never done any damage to it. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it did. Then at least I would know. Right, I can't believe I've broken that. And I've barely used it. Right, I'm just going to leave that to rest on the car. In fact, I am going to get something to work it in. When you do this kind of thing, if you don't work it in, then you might not get rid of whatever's on there. But oh, is this water still warm? Not really. But yeah, if you use a microfiber, it can well be that it just helps in getting rid of whatever's on there. Loyal Lion, hey, Loyal Lion, found you here as well. Guess who I am? No idea whatsoever, Loyal Lion. Who are you? Loyal Lion. Where would I know you from? Give me a hint. Unless it's unless it's uh unless it's Adam. Mercedes top. It is. I like this one. It's been to the bottom of the car, so I'm going to leave it on the bottom of the car. I have absolutely no idea who Loyal Lion is. Loyal Lion. Got me confused. Right, turn the microfiber around. Let's see if that is getting rid of this wax. And we will know after, because of the water behaviour, it will change. Hopefully, change quite a bit. Right, get rid of that. Another fallen angel microfiber. Probably know him from Australia. It could be. It could be. I keep thinking about going out to see Bill in Australia and just turning up there one day. I think that would be so fun. While he's on a live, just walking in. Hello. How you doing, Bill? I'd love to do that. Right now, either my idea has worked and I've started to kill the protection on the car, or not. Right, okay. Loyal Lion is that your PFP? Well, I know. I want to know who it is though. Paul, I was going to do that to you and just turn up. Hey, you'd be welcome to. It's no problem at all. No problem. Just you'd have a nightmare if you get all the way here and it's one of the days where I've got no power. But those days should be fixed. That's why Paul just popped in to make sure that everything's okay. And it is, thankfully, because I've not enjoyed not being here. Buffering. Ooh. If I say type R, do you know me? I mean, Richard Baskin, is it you? Don't know anyone else with a type R. Otherwise, no, I don't know who it is. It's lagging really badly. All I can guess is because we've got such bad weather here, and I'm using what's it called? I am using what is it called? Starlink by Elon Musk, and I'm guessing that that might be the reason why it's actually not particularly great. Paul, do my van. I'm so confused here. I had a pure nightmare once trying to strip easy graphing because it would buffer half the planet. Had to be buffed up. Yeah, looking fresh. That's kind of what I'm worried about. That whatever it is that's on here doesn't come off, and then it's going to make machine polishing the car that much more difficult. Which is why I've left it on there for quite a while. Got no problem in leaving it there. There's obviously something on it. Right, down to the bottom of the car. I'm going to need to get my big hairy ball brush out for this. Engine code discussion. Engine code discussion. Engine code discussion. Code discussion. Engine code discussion. I don't remember that. Engine code discussion. I know I can keep saying it over and over again and hope it helps, but I don't know what that is. I'm so sorry. As in machine buffed off. No, yeah. This is going to have to be machine polished anyway. I'm just hoping that whatever this protection is, it just comes off easy. Another fallen angel microfiber. I moved away quicker. Am I just not? Why am I not getting these comments today? You moved away quicker than their delivery times. I don't know if you're replying to me or someone else, or my brain is just not in gear today. How much do you think you spent on all your equipment like sprays, acids, tools, pressure washers? Uh, I don't know. Maybe 5 grand's worth of equipment. I'm guessing something like that. So put it this way: one machine polisher is 450 quid, and I've got two of them. So let's spin to the bottom, choose another one. Then there's the small machine polisher, another 200 quid. Pressure washer, I don't know how much that is now, 300 quid. But it's got to be somewhere around that. Right. White Integra Type R that we discussed. The white Integra Type R that we discussed. As in the one that was here that we discussed. The one I cleaned a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember. And what I'm worried about is you're going to tell me who you are, and then I still don't remember. Right. So this is the moment of truth. Have we got rid of whatever the protection was on the car? He spends nothing on microfibers. The microfibers are absolutely fantastic. I'm not just saying it because you're here, but the Fallen Angel microfibers, they're brilliant. And guess what we're going to be doing in a minute? We're going to be testing your new towel any second. Right. So whatever protection was on the car is completely and utterly dead. So you'll see that the water behaviour it's doing what I need to do. It's just sat on there. It's not beading. It's not sheeting. Whatever it is gone. So whatever it was, I'm going to guess was a wax because we killed it really easily. I like it when a plan comes together. And that was an easy one. Now, if this was any other car that was coming in and going straight out, I'd put some protection on it. But that is exactly what we're not going to do because we're going to be machine polished. Oh, that's made my life a lot easier. His Starbucks. Thank you for noticing. Uh, correct. Now, who am I? Look, I spoke to a lot of people about that Integra. That's the problem, Loyal Lion. I spoke to a lot of people about the Integra. Did we talk on here or in real life? Help me a little bit. Would give wouldn't give away. I don't know that you'd want me to give you one of those. Been a bit powerful lately. Right, Coruscant is very good at stripping some paste waxes, sadly not all of them. I thought, and in the tests that I've done, look, there's still a tiny little bit left on there. Can you see it? Just a little bit, those dots on the bonnet. But to me, that's pretty much dead. I've been using Corosol on my ceramic coating ever since I've had it, and it's still performing really well. Considering it's an 18-month coating, I might have topped it up recently, but it's done really well. I've had it on the car for about 18 months. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go absolutely nuts on my own car. I'm going to properly clean it, decontaminate it, clay bar it, strip off the ceramic coating that's already on there, and I'm going to put a new ceramic coating on there just to give it a little test. And the product that I'm going to be using is one that I don't even know if I'll bother using again, to be honest with you. It depends how it performs. But it's one by Cerakote. So we'll find out. We'll find out if it's this type or not. Is the ceramic by Cerakote hype? I have absolutely no idea, but I've got 4 bottles of it at home, so we're going to find out. Right, Laureline, I remember that convo, but can't place the name. We have to spell it out. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, you spoke to one person. You told the right engine. Oh, right, the engine code. Yeah, we remember the engine code. I don't remember the names, but I do remember about the engine code. Yeah, that was going on for quite a while, wasn't it? Yes, pudding it is. David, are you fallen? Looking fresh. Yes, I am fallen angel. Have you guys been talking for that amount of time and you didn't know that looking, oh, sorry, that Dave was fallen angel? That's my sense of humour. I find that funny that you didn't know who it was. Took me a while to- Brilliant. Dave, you really should be here on your fallen angel account. Right, no ding ding, lovely, lovely. Thank you very much. Time to move to the next stage, which some of you already know what that is. Time to decontaminate the paint. Right, this, for those of you that don't know, removes the baked in brake dust and tiny little pieces of metal that are stuck in the paint. And you might think that that's a little bit weird if you've never detailed a car before, but it's there. You don't have to believe me, but it's there. If your paint isn't smooth, and I'm talking really smooth, like a mirror, then you've got contaminants in the paint. And this is part of the stage of removing those. This is stage one. We're going to do 3 different stages. I haven't got an FA account here. This is an old account. Used to use, I was release music on because you're a man of many trades. Right, with this particular product, or if you use this one or even a different one, you don't need to work it into the paintwork. You just need to spray it on. Causes a reaction, which I won't bore you with, but it's basically to do with the rust in the tiny little pieces of metal that are stuck in the clear coat. It turns purple. It stinks. Well, this one's not actually that bad. And then you pressure wash it off. That's it. Stage one done. Couldn't get much easier. So let me put this down. Then the next one I'm going to do is tar and glue remover. That's going to be difficult on this car because, not difficult, it's difficult to show you because it's a black car and tar and glue is dark brown black in colour. Right, my hands are soaking wet. So I'm not surprised because I've got a hole in that glove. That glove is soaking wet. Excellent. And this glove is soaking wet. Excellent. Look how red my nose is today. Don't need Rudolph this year. Just call me up. Right. Bear me a second, people. You don't want to see this. You don't want to see this. Oh, that feels better. Yeah. Talk amongst yourself for a minute. Ah, I can breathe. I'm back. Am I safe? I'm safe. It was a hop. It was ukulele music. It was that long ago. Ukulele music. Now I've got the sounds of that in my head right now. Look, I might be getting a sponsored vehicle from Toyota, not just any a GR Yaris. Wow, okay, that sounds good. I was working on a GR Yaris only, I don't know, a week ago, 2 weeks ago. A ceramic coated one, really nice car. So let's hope you get a bit of time of one of those. God, I'm absolutely soaked here. Don't laugh, Jay. You're the same age as me. I know, but only one of us looks it. Right, time for Terrence Life's number two. Oh my God, cold today. What is it? It's still only 6. Don't even want to know what the humidity is. Right. Now, I've been to the gym already this morning, but do I go back just to go back and have a shower and warm up? Because that's the way that I feel at the minute. Need to go back to the gym just to get warm. Right, okay. Oh, wow, there's some deep stuff going on here. We are going there, are we, midget? Dave, it's no problem at all. It's no problem. You want to go there. Dave, how much do your haircuts cost? Right. Look how cold I am. Jesus. What year is it? I've got to be honest, I really don't know. All I know is it's a W reg, but an old W reg. 1980. There you go. Oh, Gary knows better than I do. Right. So after this, I am going to see if it needs any more decontamination. It may well do, and I'll do some tar and glue remover. If, and then I'll check again to see if it needs a clay bar. You don't clay a car unless it actually needs it. Otherwise, you're just going to needlessly put splashes into the paintwork. And obviously, that's a bad thing. It's not something to be worried about. They're very light splashes, but you don't want to add them if you don't need to. And sometimes you need to if the car needs to be closed. Simple as that. Right, let me see. Mm, that doesn't feel bad at all. Maybe a very light clay. And if I can't really feel too much, then I'm just going to go straight to the clay bar stage because I can't really feel too much in the paintwork. Uh, can you wash off part at a time? Uh, yeah. Hang on 1 minute. I save money wherever I can. Right. Okay. Can you wash one part at a time? I thought you want me to do one part at a time. At least I don't buy my jeans in the kids section. No, I know what section you buy them in. I know what section you buy them in. Big and full. Is that right? First we front, then side, then rear. First do the front, then the front. That's exactly what I'm doing, isn't it? I did the front. Now I'm doing the side and the rear. Right. Do we need to clay it? I am going to clay it, but it's going to be very, very quick. And in fact, I'm not even going to clay the whole car because it doesn't need it all to be done. Good car. No, it is a good car. It's a great car. I wouldn't want to live with it unless it's summer or I live in a hot country. I do like it. I like Merc and I like an old Merc. and I'm prepping this one for sale. So there's quite a lot to do to it. The, the person that has given me the car to do basically wants me to get it looking as new as possible. But for those of you that are detailers out there, the Mini that I'm going to be working on, I've been given free reign to do whatever the hell I like to it because there's a high chance that the car is going to be painted. Now, that might not mean a lot i- to some of you, but when you get free reign to do whatever you want to a car, because it's probably going to be painted, that means that you can chase the scratches as far as you like. And if you burn through the paint, it's not a problem. And I can't tell you how good that is. Right. So that is you see that purple on the floor? That means that Coruscant has been working on the car. So for any of you that saw me spray that on 5 minutes ago, that's the first sign that the chemical's actually doing its job. It turns purple, as previously mentioned. Right, let's read this here. I'm kind of slow some days. It takes me a minute to catch on. Right. Look, I'm feeling the same way at the moment. I think the cold weather has slowed me down. Uh, you introduced. Hang on one sec. I've missed something there. My OCD take it when you're going around just random places. Random. I don't even know what bits are random. So if I go from here to here and I want to go there and into there, is that going to drive you mad? You introduced in getting up early Sunday. What is the typo there? I'm missing that one. Sign into your Fallen Angel Google account and log into YouTube. Yeah. Yeah. Can't wait for the Mini. Would never fit in it, but looks very nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the Minis. But footage. I'm not going to be able to use any of the product because I'm doing it all live. Well, not live, use product. I'm going to use videos of the stuff. You know what I mean? Trying to get rid of some of the dirt in here. Right, okay, let's test it again. That paintwork is smooth. That does not need to be clayed. Little bit there, little bit here. Right, okay. I'm gonna clay it now. Am I interested? Is that interested in going to North Weald, Gary? Was that for me? I'm always interested in going to North Weald, if that was for me. You've got to do the car in sections. Okay. Your nose is red. My nose is cold. That's why. Yeah, it's a bit of a cold day in sunny old England. Less of the sunny. But you can see the temperature apparently is 6.7. So I'm cold, my nose is cold, my knees are cold, my hands are cold. The clay bar is going to be impossible to get into shape. Yeah, I don't mind the cold, thankfully. I don't like it, but I don't try to escape it. Right, right. This feels like it needs to be clayed. I'm just going to have to work this clay into paintwork and hope that it just stretches out a little bit. What I would like to have is a bucket of warm water with the clay already in there, and it's more pliable. Right now, this is coming off black, so it could well be that this car's had some paint. In which case, I'm taking off over. You see, it's coming off black. Might be overspray on the car. It's sunny outside, but it's -2. Oh God, it's even colder than it is here. But no, it's definitely not sunny here. For the Breakfast Club meet and maybe meet up with North London Rise if he's there. Are you talking? Is it this Sunday, Gary? Just dip it in some warm water that will soften it. Loyal line, you're absolutely right, but I don't have any warm water here. I've used it all for the wash bucket earlier. Gary, if I'm not here working on Sunday, then yeah, absolutely. We've talked about meeting up a few times, haven't we? So yeah, it'd be good to meet him. Did he do that with his girlfriend, or can you hear that? Hopefully you can hear that. Let's see if this removes it. Let's try again. Yep, that's better. Okay, I think there's overspray on this. There wasn't any large pieces of what I would consider to be tar. Now, this job is normally quite a fun job. I think so. But in the winter, when you've got your hands on a freezing cold panel, it's not as fun. Freezing cold panel and water. Right. Okay. And what this is doing for those of you that don't know, sorry, I haven't explained it. So a clay bar removes that are stuck into the paint. So you don't have to press it into the paint. You just need to glide it across. I've got the water on there as a medium slip solution, call it whatever you would. It makes it much easier, but you can see it's coming off black. I think there's overspray on there. Jane's about 10 minutes behind in the chat. Oh, really? Might be able to drag Michael Jordan over as well. Yeah, absolutely, to try and get him down. A pro tip: when you have a dark car, use a light coloured towels and polishing wheels. That way, you know if the paint is coming off. The pads that I use are blue, and you will see it really quickly if the paint comes off. In fact, you can see I've got a blue and an orange one that have been cleaned over there. But those light coloured pads might not cut enough, or they might cut too much, depending what ones you're using. But yeah, you can normally tell quite quickly if it's single stage paint or not. Now, with this, I'm guessing because of the age, it would normally be single stage paint. But if after I've machine polished it and it's completely clear, then it's got clear coat on it. Simple as that. Right, message retracted. Yeah, yeah, that needs a little bit here. I've got a feeling this car's had some kind of respray. I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to finish this. I'm going to dry the car, and then I'm going to come back in another day and start to do the machine polishing. It's feeling good. What have I done? Oh, let me go back here. How do I prevent watermarks from getting on my car? There are different colours of abrasiveness. Yep, I remember what that was for. Use a filtered water. Yep, what if I don't have filtered water? Gucci, what you need to do, assuming if you're working in, let's say, a hot climate on a dark car like this one, if you soak the panel down with the water that you've got, pull the panel down, wash it, dry it, move on to the next one. Wash it, dry it, move on to the next one. It, it's as simple as that. If you can, use, even if it's an old bed sheet, just cover parts of the car to keep the heat off of the car. If the sun is coming down, let's say that way, make sure that the car is that way. Then on this side, you've got shade. Then when you've done that side, turn the car around, and then again, the sun is on the other side of the car. There's loads of different ways that you can do it, but filtered water is the easiest way to do it. But not everyone has a filter. But it is a worthwhile investment. But there's a few different options that you've got there. Hopefully that's helped. The car is black. Yeah, it's normally the black cars, direct sun, boiling hot all day. It's really difficult. Opinions on using a leaf blower to dry a car? Not a bad idea at all. Not a bad idea. What I will say is for any kind of drying like that, if the car hasn't got any protection on there, it's not going to work. You need to have some kind of protection on the car in order to make it worthwhile. Otherwise, all you're going to do is push the water around. So that would be my advice. Use it full. It doesn't. Basically, it's forced air. If it comes out of a pet dryer, a tornador like I'm using, a leaf blower, doesn't matter. You do need protection on the car to make it work. That's my only bit of advice for that one. Right, okay, halfway around the car already. And then shortly, I don't know if Dave is still here from Fallen Angel, but I'm going to be testing his new towel that he sent to me. So I'm looking forward to that. And it's a drying towel, sorry. So if any of you are still using leathers, a drying towel will make your life so much quicker and easier. In fact, that's another bit of advice. If you're looking to clean the car in direct sunlight, what you want to do is also get rid of the water as quickly as possible. If that needs it. So the best thing to do is dry the car as quickly as possible, and you'll need a good drying towel. You're still here, two drying towels. What I'm going to do, a fallen angel, is I'm going to use. Oh, I nearly just dropped the clay bar. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Right, so what I'm going to use is the big towel to get rid of, let's say, 95% of the water. Nearly just dropped it again. And then I'm going to use a small one just to go and mop up the last little bits. That's what I'm decided to use it as. I hope that's all right. You can, that cold have leaked. Look how the windows have misted up. That's not mist, or is it on the back? That's not mist on the car. That's on the outside. Yeah, so it's not on the inside. I hope it's not on the inside. Also, if you use wet vacs, that will very easily. If I've washed it, pain in the pain. Also, if you use wet wax, that will get the water. Yeah, wet wax. I don't know what a wet wax is. Uh, what's a wet wax? Oh, obviously it's some kind of protection. But yeah, if you've got protection on the car, it makes everything just so much easier. Other than things like machine polishing, but cleaning it, it's just better. Drying it, it's better because the water wants to escape off the car as it is. So yeah, absolutely right there. Yeah. Oh, that felt good, but I don't know if you can pick up on that sound. That's why I kept quiet. Hopefully, you can hear the sound that I can. That's how you know if there's something stuck in the paintwork or not. It's wet wax you spray on a wash. Oh, right, I see. Yeah, I've got a product like that here, which I haven't used in a long time. Not because there's something wrong with it, but the water that I use apparently doesn't agree with the product or that style of product. So I haven't used it in a while. But it's that one there. It's Geon Wet Coat, and it's absolutely brilliant. Shima Music, how you doing? I'm good, thank you. Instead of having to work on it, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And people should put a bit of protection on the car anyway. It's so quick and easy to do. What is that? Bad stone chip. Right, lots of noise in the bonnet. I know there's not a lot going on here right now, but it is just a clay bar stage. What I'm going to do after this is soak the car down because I would have released a lot of contaminants and they're not all stuck in the clay bar. So I want to wash those off. Hopefully you can hear that. Maybe not so much now. So I'm going to wash off the contaminants and then I'm going to dry the car. There's no point drying the car whilst tiny little bits of dirt are still sat on the bonnet. Well, the car even. There we go. I'm going to be here for a little while yet. If anyone's got any questions about detailing, There's a bunch of us in here that know how to detail cars, and we're more than happy to help. If you haven't already clicked that subscribe button, which I think is somewhere here, I'd love to have a subscription click from you. If you like cleaning cars, I'm here regularly. Not in the last week, but I'm here regularly. And I've got some other cars waiting to be done. Well, a car waiting to be done. There should be more coming in imminently. Been promised a Rolls Royce, but we'll see if that comes in. I'll show you in a second the other car that when I finish with this one, what I'll be working on. That feels good. So the next car that's going to be in is that one over there, the little mini Woodman. Sweet little thing. We can't. You can't hear me. We can't. We can't, and we couldn't hear it. And you're doing this live, Dave. When are you go live? And let us watch you. I want to see how easily you can keep up with all the comments and doing the job. And you best be absolutely on your game. Yeah, it's a Mini Cooper. It is actually a 1275 GT. And it's a fun little thing. Right, so in a second, I'm going to be testing the new drying towel from Fallen Angel. I hope. Everything else has been fantastic, and I expect this one to be too, and I'm pretty sure it will be. Right, still the paintwork is dead, which is good. He owns an electric Mini. Yes, I do own an electric Mini. That's either going to go down really well or really badly. You never know. Send the ladies. David, well, would you mind at least going live for me then to get my numbers back up to where they used to be? Then again, I don't even mind about that anymore. I don't know if you're happy with me saying that, but I'm not chasing the numbers. I'm just chasing quality. And what I mean is just decent, decent lives, decent videos, and going live, yeah, as much as possible. But I'm not worried about the numbers anymore. The numbers will come back. Ever since Christmas, they change. Sorry, I'm thinking about going live at Christmas. What I meant is ever since summer, they changed. When I blew my phone up, kind of true. Right, Gary, I just please don't say the E word. Right. Oh yes, another one that doesn't like electric minis, of which my one is lovely. Keep it wet when using the clay bar. That way you prevent scratches. Loyal Lion, the car was wet the entire time. So I agree with you. That I even spoke about it, about water being the medium to use. Right, I'm going to drive the car any second. I'll come and drive with you, although I may get you banned. Oh no, please don't get me banned. It's taken me a long time just to get this far. Right, okay. So this is the new drying towel from Fallen Angel. I've made the bag dirty already because this car is quite dirty. What efficient? Diddy Cruise. Right, so this is where the clay bar. This is where the towel is from. It's Fallen Angel Microfibers, and you can see the website just there, albeit backwards, fallenangel.uk. And I'm about to do the official test to let you know how soft the towel is. And the official test is this. It's soft. Right, okay. Size of the towel, this big. What is it? I think it's 60 by 90. Fallen Angel will let me know. Is it 60 by 90? I've got it right. It's 60 by 90. So it's a nice drying towel. Twisted loop, absolutely brilliant. let's go for it. I'm going to watch someone else's stream if you say the electric mini. It's the word again. I know. Right. Uh, it isn't backwards to you. It's weird because it's backwards to me. I've got to say, it's a good looking bag. As far as bags go, it is 60 by 90, 1400 GSM. Right, okay. The car looks dry, but you're going to have to trust me. It's soaking wet. So I'm going to try this dry, see if it works that way around first, or maybe it's one of the towels that you need to get a slight little bit of moisture in there and then go for it. But let's do a strip straight down the middle. Can you see it? Can you see where it's dried through the middle? Hopefully you can see that that shiny bit and that bit where it's dried is different. So we're going good so far. Lovely. I like it when a plan comes together. This is so much easier. Oh, this is much easier. I like this towel. Yep. Fallen Angel, she works straight out the bag and it's good. Absolutely. It's working. I like it. Simple as that. Right now, I've got to, at some point, I might even have to soak the car down again just so I can show people that it's working and do a video for you. On the screen, all the water's gone. Perfect. Works well. What doesn't help it today is let me show you the humidity. Can you see the humidity? So it is working up against it today. It's unbelievably humid. Right, okay, let me show you the windows, how good it works on here. Right, can you see the water on the windows? Is it being picked up? I think you can see the water on that glass there. Right, so I'm going to use the dry side. I'll show you how quick and easy that is. There you go, done. So you're on here. Again, you can see the water up here. Drying towel, done. This is why we don't use chamois anymore, people. And only 16.99. Oh, that's pretty good. It's PFG. I'm gonna go watch a movie. Bye. See you soon. Thank you for being here. Jeez. What movie are you gonna watch? What are you gonna watch? Oh, I'm trying to think of films with electric cars, and I can't think of one. Is there a film with an electric car? That's the one that I think Kyra should come watch. Forrest Gump. I like Forrest Gump. Back to the Future. No, that's got an engine though, hasn't it? That one. Or is it when he uses Mr. Fusion? He's for the third time. Right, I'm going to do the back of the cart and show you again why you guys should be using drying towels. This is a pleasure to use. I bet he watches Christmas movies. Who, me? Hey, if you're talking about me, yeah, I'll watch a Christmas movie. Are you back? I had a phone call. I didn't pick up. You never saw Kit in a picture. Right, my nan wants me to call her back. My nan is nearly 90 years old and she lives in Mallorca on her own. I've just seen with one of those visual voicemails that she wants me to call her back, so I will do. Right, there we go. Straight through the middle. You can see where it's dried. Perfect. You've gone. I'm back. Yeah, my nan called me from Mallorca, and I can see that she wants me to call her back. So once this is done, I'm going to give Nan a call back. She's nearly 90. She's nearly 90. And what can I say? What can I say about her live? She's a tough old bird. That's what I can say. She really is a tough old bird. But I can see the first comments it's me a little bit tell you nothing really serious, but if you get a chance, then I can't see what he says. Give me a click. You're back. How are you doing, Mark? I'm nearly finished, by the way, Mark, because my hands are absolutely freezing. I need to get some lunch. I need to check the inside of the car to make sure that that isn't absolutely soaked in there, hoping it's not. Totally unacceptable. We are live on YouTube. Do you know, it's funny you say that. My mum called me on a live. I don't know if you was there looking fresh. You might have been because we've been we've been friends for a while. Remember when I was doing that blue Lotus, Lotus Elise or Exige or something? I can't remember what it was. My mum must have called me 5 times, and the owner was on that chat. And I said to her, I said, would you mind messaging my mum to let her know that I can't pick up the phone because I'm live on your car? And he did message her, and she ended up coming onto the live on TikTok just to have a chat. I know that you've seen her on there as a live before. No worries, Mike. No worries at all. It's bloody cold, then, mate. Keep warm. No, my hands are suffering at the moment. To be honest with you, I don't know how MJ does it. MJ will work with no gloves in cold water, and I don't mind the cold, but how he does it, I have absolutely no idea. I'm good with the cold, but he's on another level. Right, you two. What's that your joke? Do you ever feel like those hot girls that wash cars in music videos? I've never felt like I've I've never felt like that before. Gucci, no. It's funny. I might get a lot more attention if I was one of those. And I have had some women that want to, let's say, promote themselves and do a live, and they want to do it not wearing a lot, but enough to not get in trouble. Let me just get rid of that. So yeah, I have had people ask, like, can I come onto your live because they know it's for men, and they want to, I don't know, maybe wear a t-shirt, point you in the direction of where they have subscribers, in the hope that you guys will sign up. Oh God, MJ is mad, isn't he? He's a good guy. How does anyone freeze in a greenhouse? I'll tell you what, because there's just no heating. That's why the sun's not out. In fact, let me ask you guys and girls, because there's got to be at least one in here out of 80 people. Really dry for the lower part, saves worrying about dropping the corner. Absolutely, yes, I agree with you. That's what I'm going to be doing in a minute. If I let one of these girls onto here that was promoting their business where they get fans, just with a thumbs up and a thumbs down, men, women on here, just let me know. Is that a good idea for you or a bad idea? I'd love to know the thumbs up. Would you want me to let one of those girls in with a fans account that wants to clean the car and introduce herself? Is that the kind of thing that you guys would want to see? Guy, when I say guys, I mean guys and girls. I'd unfollow in a heartbeat. Really? Gary, yeah, yeah, I'm kind of with Gary. So we just got looking fresh, right? Okay, you wouldn't want to see that hardcore detail right there. I can't leave a comment on YouTube video as you post. Says comments are switched off. Uh, is that comments are switched off on all of my videos or just this one? Well, there's quite a few of you saying no, you're dating already. That's why I've never really spoken about it on here and why I've never. Mark, could you send me a direct message wherever you want to send me a direct message just to remind me because I'm getting comments from other people. I don't know why you're not able to comment on there. But yeah, this is why I've never entertained it. Having someone come on here that's got something like that that they want to show others about. I could end up losing my account, and let's face it, That's just not worth it to me. There's another platform called what? It's- You've called me one of those a few times, I'm sure. But yeah, that's why I've never done it because I think it would be bad for my business. Right, time to get rid of a bit more water. I fancy drying this one properly today. Not that sounds mad, doesn't it? I don't have to dry the car. I don't have to dry the car because of the water that I'm using. So for the 74 of you, there'll be people that don't know me. But water that I use is filtered. It cannot leave water spots. But we're testing. We're going to try and dry it as much. Uh, Said it's not me. I don't think so. But yeah, send it. Yeah, no, thank you for that. Because if you can't comment on there, then I'm guessing other people won't be able to comment. But I am getting comments, which is again the unusual thing. Oh, right, I guess what I need to check is did we get any water inside the car? You probably had. You can all before you know. Actually, no. I would tell you, but actually, no. Looking fresh. I'm a bit more careful than that. A little- Quite a bit more careful. Right, okay. Is this side open? No, it's not. Now I've got to go and find the keys to the car. They don't build them like this anymore. No, in some respects, that's a good thing, which is why I've got tape around the window. I think this door's already open. This door's not already open. Right, okay. You're out of focus now. I'm out of focus. I wouldn't know how to fix that. That's all. Well, yes, I've got a man bag these days. I've got so many blooming keys everywhere. Is that the key for it? That's not the key for it. Sorry, people. I know I'm looking for a man bag right now. I'm going to get it's taken out of me for it. I've got a swore as well. It's not a better word for it. Right, okay. Time to get inside this car. These things are built very pretty. I like them. Trust me, I'm the last person we need to convince that these are nice cars. They're open. Ta-da! Did we get any water in the car? Yes, we did. We did get a little bit in there, but that tape has definitely helped. There we go. We've got a little, I'll show you here. We've got a microfiber tucked away there. Look, see, you can see that it's wet. Oi. And that's why I've tucked them in, knowing full well that it was going to get soaked inside the car. But thankfully, it's actually not that bad. And I'm going to pop the door from this side. Like the silver trims and the classic soft top. Yeah. You know, on this car, I don't mind it. I think looking fresh knows that I don't like chrome on the car. There we go. Look, this guy just leaves old coffee cups in there. God knows how old that is. The interior needs quite a bit of work. So as you can see, some of the plastics are looking a little bit yellow, and you can't see the seats too well, but the seats are actually really quite dirty. The mats, they look like they're not that dirty, and maybe they just need a brush, but it's not that. They do need a good sort out. So yeah, there's quite a bit to do on this car. I'm glad I put these microfibers in there. That's done exactly what I needed. So perfect. Ah, I love it when a plan comes together. It's super absorbent. Yes, they are. And it's done exactly what I've needed for this car. So thank you for making quality microfibers, Fallen Angel. You would never admit to that, or would never admit. Oh, I would admit to it. I'd tell you. I would tell you. I won't tell you everything. Well, I'll tell you that. I've been and got a rough. you've got to raffle more than once. Is that what I think you mean? I like the would have used the cheap ones. Yeah, the thing is, Fallen Angel keep telling me off for not using their microfibers enough. And these are clean, they're absorbent. Is it wet? Yeah, it's wet. So tiny little bit of water in here. Right. So everything that I wanted it to do, I know I'm kissing my own behind here because I did something right. But that's exactly what I wanted. Tiny, tiny, weeny bit of water in here. What I will say is the roof is wet on the inside over here. But hey, what can I do about that? We've got to clean it. Right, okay. Carry on drying the car. Adam, I'll see you soon, Adam. Thank you for being here. And I will talk to you soon. No shadow of a doubt. Right. I'm going to put these to the side and I'm going to use the other new microfiber I've got from Fallen Angel. And again, another muddy bag. For this one, what's this one called? The Wheelie Dry. See what we did there? Wheelie Dry. I don't know the size of it, but it's 650 GSM. So it's plus. And I quite like this one. I'm going to show you the other side in a second. It's a relatively small microfiber, but it's a blooming good one. Fallen Angel microfibers. So what I'm going to use this for is to mop up the last little bits of water on the car after having used this. 40 by 40. There we go. 40 by 40. So whilst we're here, I'm going to be here, I reckon, for the next quarter of an hour, maybe. And I want to grab some lunch and warm my hands up, to be honest with you. I need to warm my nose up. So I'm absolutely freezing. And I'm going to be back with this car. In fact, what's the day today? Today Wednesday. Yes, today's. So I'm going to try and be back online tomorrow. And I'm going to be doing some machine polishing. But I won't be here all day tomorrow. I've got other things that I need to get done. If I can go live and do some machine polishing, then I will. 13:48. Thank you very much for letting me know. It's definitely lunchtime. Unsurprisingly, it's been soaking up water really well. Must have cost a few quid making those cloths. Dave will let us know. Great for clearing condensation on windscreens. Yep. I think mopping up water, this thing is going to be great. So I've got a new little favourite here. And actually, one of the things that I do is I do leave microfiber in people's cars that have had ceramic coatings or spent a quid with me. And it's normally a purple microfiber. Maybe I should be leaving these in there instead. 10 to 25 quid. Do a burnout and donuts. With this car, I'd love to be able to. Don't think the owner would be too happy with me. Ah, this is coming up nice. Are you from the UK? Yes. Yes, I am. Uh, but- no. Instead of a donut. Oh, well, it's done there. Oh, that was absolutely fine. There's some stickers on this car. I'd like to get rid of if it was mine, but the owner has asked me not to get rid of them. And one of them is just because the car used to go to a club in London, and the club is now closed. So he still wants the sticker on from an old club. Personally, if I bought this car, I'd take that straight off. Also, the ones that are on there that I'd take off. This GB and Alan Day Mercedes Benz that comes straight off. Would you keep these, or is it just me? How do I feel about the Jag rebrand? Absolutely shocking. I don't know who they're trying to attract with that rebrand. I think it's absolutely awful. It's got us talking about the brand, but none of us want to touch their cars now. So yeah, not for me. Other than normal all-purpose boss based on the other popular ones. Oh, right, looking fresh. I know that I'd rather let Dave answer that one, but I know that with that particular microfiber, I think that we're talking about he is going after that particular market. Yes, but there's others that I'd say are much better, and they're the ones that I use on a daily basis. I'd remove the GB. Yeah, absolutely. The Allen Day, I can see why someone might leave it there, but the GB one, it's kind of got unless there's a story to tell where this car was traveling somewhere or something like that. There's just no meaning to me on that. It just no. As in, that's hilarious about the Jaguar advert. Who are they? If that's what you mean, which I think it is. What do you guys think of it? That GB is worth. Is it really, Gary? How comes? What makes it valuable? Because I don't understand that one. Right now, with the roof, the only thing left to do is hoover it. I mean, there are other things that you could do to it, but that's not what this car is in. And what I mean by that is you can put a protection on the roof, but that's something I'm gonna have to do a video on one day. Didn't want to didn't want to name drop. Don't make so the AA. Oh, really? Fair enough. Didn't know that. Looking fresh. The one you're talking. All right. Okay. There's Dave Holmesford. Cool. Right. So in the next few minutes, I am going to be calling it a day. Unless you guys do you want me to check the paint with you, so I'll show you what the paint looks like, ready for paint correction tomorrow. There's a lot of people in here, 57 odd people, and I know that people pop in for 20, 30 seconds, and there's always a constant flow. But for those of you that might have been there and you haven't said anything, which is absolutely fine, by the way, if there is anyone in there that has been sat here for a while and not said anything, could you give me a thumbs up? I'm just curious if there is or isn't. And when I mean a thumbs up, I mean just a comment of a thumbs up. I'm not asking for one of those, although it'd be lovely. I just mean thumbs up. So the famous yellow ones. Yeah, the famous yellow ones I won't touch with a barge pole anymore. But that's been the case for years. Mark, I know that you're here. On the other app where I'm live, I was about to say regularly, but not lately. There was people in there that used to sit there and watch for 3, 4 hours and never said a word. Right, okay. Oh, thank you, Sabrina. I thought you'd left already. And Lizzie too. When you say you are her, or Sabrina, it looks easier to use in the small rather than the big one for the small areas. I'm enjoying using this, and now this is going to be its full-time job. So I absolutely recommend it for that kind of method. It makes good sense to me. In fact, I will do the door shuts with it. In fact, I won't because I haven't properly cleaned them yet, and it will make it dirty. Fallen Angel know that I don't like to make his microfibers dirty, even though I've got a whole bunch of them. There's the blue ones, the grey ones, the super plush ones, and I love these two colours because they're different. I absolutely think they're fantastic. So yeah, and the grey drying towel that's on the car right now, it reminds me of my own drying towel at home. So I've got reasons to love all of this stuff. Wow, loads of water just came out of that badge. Right, let's see if you can see what's going on here. Will that fit in my pocket and not fall out? Now you see the water. Now you don't. It's that easy with the right kit. I need to get. I think you need some new number plates on there. Doesn't look that good. Right, we're nearly done, people. We're nearly done, at least for this stage. Next, as in tomorrow, should be tomorrow as long as I'm in, will be machine polishing. And I'm going to grab the torch before I go and show you what paint looks like. Holds me accountable and you can see what it looks like. Ring up best merch. Best merch, yeah, definitely. However, it's not my car, it's not my decision. In fact, I do need to call best merch because I want to get a number plate for my sister's car. I wonder if they'll let me do it without all the paperwork. Looking for, I think it's a good idea. And there's a market for cheap ones if I stop them. Bit of market research right now. How's she looking? She's looking good, isn't she? She's looking refreshed. She's looking fresh. What I'm going to do is grab the torch, have a quick walk around the car with you, see if we can find any nasty imperfections, and then eat some lunch and go home and warm up. And we'll continue this another day. Right. Oh, it's so cold. Looking fresh. This is something that Rupes won't fix. This dial, obviously off, doesn't work. When you turn it on, this doesn't spin. It's completely dead. 450 quid, broken 3 times. And just in case you're aware, the battery is 75% full, so it's not a battery. So Rupes, I'm going to keep calling those guys out. I'm thinking about doing it a little bit better than that. I'm thinking about actually doing a post because I need to grab their attention. If it's broken 3 times for me, it's going to break 3 times for other people too, and I think that's a little bit unfair. Age 4,000, I've got a spider on there. Nice. Think so too. Right, very bright torch. I put it on this particular setting for the darker cars. let's have a look at this. Jay, you have two of the cheaper test products. I do. They might already be in the wash. That bag over there is full of microfibers, and I think they're already in there. Yes, they are. Yep, they're already in there. Right, so this is what the paintwork looks like. It looks, see all these beautiful cars on these posts on TikTok, Instagram, wherever, have a look at them. This looks fantastic. Put a light on it. Let's see what it actually looks like. And this is what it looks like. So you think it looks good, and look at that. That's not wet in any way, shape, or form. I've just dried the car. That is lines from poor washing, people rubbing up the car. When I say rubbing up the car, like walking past it. Let's not get weird about this, but you can see that the light is distorted, and that means that the paint has a lot of imperfections. So yeah, it looks absolutely shocking, doesn't it? Let me try and bring this a little bit closer. Right, there we go. Ooh, that looks awful. Look at the state of that. And if I bring you in closer, there you go. So look, the car looks fantastic. And actually, no, it doesn't. This bit here, although you can't see it, it looks a little bit grey. Unsurprisingly, poor washing techniques, and it looks like someone has dragged a bag or a cat or something on here. I don't know if you guys can see this, but just around here, it looks like there's scratch marks from, there's four lines that looks like it could be a paw or something. People put bags on the back of the cars. So this is all the stuff that we've got to remove. What do I say? One of my favourite Mercedes is the E55. I don't know what one that is, W211, but trust me when I say I do love a Merc. Right, there we go. Distorted, distorted, distorted. Now we're not going for perfect on this car. Oh, what is going on here? It looks awful. My God, these scratches are rubbish all over the car. Can I do a little bit now? That's going to be fun to correct. Would love to do it. Yeah, and it's flat black. Who doesn't like flat black? Every single detailer. Hopefully, we're not going for perfect, but do you know what? I don't mind doing a little bit now, actually, if you want to. Even if you don't want me to, I'm probably going to give it a go. Right, should I do a little bit of paint correction on here? I'm going to grab, what pad shall I use? Mercedes paint. We use a blue pad, a blue HDO microfiber, blue HDO foam, sorry. I'm going to use Cartec 9000, which is a very light cut compound. And let's see what difference it makes. I'm going to do one quick go, show you the difference, then I'm going to go home. Oh, my hands are so cold today. Right, okay. Let's back over here. Have a new, you have a new word for your car. What's the car? Sorry, what's the word? Sorry. Have a new word. You, David, you should have me on IG or I see a manual patient. Oh yeah, definitely. In fact, age 4000, if you like these cars, bear with me a second. Oh, I want to show you another couple of cars. Oh, that you might, and pocket warmers. Do you know I haven't actually put them in today, but I have got them here. Right, that'll do. I've got to use that pad. Did you buy them, Dave? Those pocket warmers? I've got them charged up. I just haven't put them in my pocket today. Right, I'm going to leave that there because it's still soaking wet. Dave, look, this is where I keep them, along with all my other rubbish down here. There's my pocket warmers. Right, okay. I'm going to quickly get this machine set up. It's going to take me just a minute. I'm going to do a quick test spot and see exactly what we need to get this done. Valvetronic exhaust from a catless downpipe. Wow, that sounds like a lot of stuff, I don't know what it is. Wait till your fingers start to lock up because of those cold buckets. Yeah. Oh, the cold buckets. I've seen these water heaters that look really good. You put them in there, about 15 quid, and they heat the water up. I think people use them for like fish tanks and stuff. So I might actually have to invest in one of those because my hands are cold. Where did I put that pad? Right. So this is a Rupes, for anyone that cares. I don't know if you care or not. Rupes LHR Mark III 15 millimeter throw. Is that right? 15 millimeter throw? I think it is. I'm using a blue HDO foam pad from Lake Country. I'm just going to quickly blow out any dust that might be in there. Now I'm going to use Partech 9000, which is a very light poly. But that might be all that we need for this particular car because the pad will do the rest of the work. I normally use the hair blower on hot to warm up. To warm up water. Right, okay. Microfiber from Fallen Angel, because last time I put bags on the car. Oh, I've missed something here. I know I've missed something from your Gucci. Valvetronic exhaust with catless downpipe, sounds loud. Carbon fiber Valvetronic, I actually don't know what that is, because when you say you put bags on the car, what does that mean? You still need the Ford Mustang to be happy. I've done a few of those for this, guys. Oh, sorry, Age 4000. I was going to show you a few other cars. The one that I'm going to be doing next is this one. It is a Mini Woodman, a little bit different. Aston Martin DB7, and the owner of all of this has got a little boat over there for me to work on. So yeah, this guy always brings something interesting to me. I really enjoy the cars that he brings in. I'm going to show you what the paintwork looks like before. We're either going to ruin it together or make it look good. Chances of ruining it are slim. Right, I will do. Where's a good test section? Right, I'm going to do the bonnet. So I'm going to do a section just here. That's a nice little square there. So if I show you what it looks like before and after, well, obviously I haven't done it yet. So that's what it looks like now. And we're looking to remove all of those scratches. Well, that would be perfect, but we're not going to remove 100% of them. If we remove 80, 90% of them, then that would be fantastic. So here goes. This is the compound that I'm using, Cartec 9000. This is going to make a bit of noise. I don't know that you'll hear it, but we'll go from there. Air suspension, got it. No, to warm up my hands after using the cold bath. Oh, I see. I see. Those, these, these do actually work really, really well in terms of getting heat into your hands, and they last all day long. But I'm not cold. My hands are cold, but I can't hold them anyway, which is why I'm not using them. Right, right. Okay. Time to do a test section on here. Won't take very long to do at all, and then see how we go. Okay, speed one, just to move the compound around. Put it on speed 3.5. I'm not putting much pressure on here at all. I just want to see how much it does on its own. For those of you that don't know how to machine polish, I'm going to move this down 50% of where it was, move it back the other way. You're moving at about 1 centimetre a second, something like that. It's different for all cars. Like that is considered one pass. And what I'm looking to do is remove a decent majority of those patches. Now, this might not work first time round, and that's absolutely okay. It will make a difference. But not every car you get right first time. And you'll need to change the pad, the compound, speed of the machine, which I've just up to 4. There's lots and lots of different variables on the speed tool. But that was 2 passes. I can still see that there's imperfections in the paint. There's some really quite deep scratches in there, which I'm not going to say. That's not what we're doing with this car. What we want to do is make it look much better in order to sell it. And I also think that a car of this age, it doesn't need to be perfect. I think it's like there, a bit more time, get that. There's also etching in there, which looks like it might be from a bird too, which isn't coming out. So it's got to be really deep in there. And what that means is you'd need to wet sand it. Okay, I'm going to do just a very quick polish like this. But if there is any kind of program that can help removing. Okay, I'm going to dust it off quickly. Let's see if this was good or bad. Jay, do you start at speed 5 then lower it? Was that do you? No, I don't start with speed 5. Start on speed 1 just to spread it around, move it up to around the 3.5, 4. See how it's going. And if I need to change it, then I will. Right. Now, is this the right combo first time round? Just want to dry everything around the areas, get rid of all the dust, and then look at it together. Let's see if it's better or not. Could be better if nothing else. Gucci still the same deal as everything in the unit. Yeah, he does actually. He definitely does. Right. Okay. So that's what it looked like before. Hopefully you can see all the nasty scratches, and that's what it looks like now. So there is a massive improvement from those scratches to that. We can get better out of that. We can get better out of there. That's not what we're going to do right now, though. Let me tell you that. That is a hell of a lot better. There is a bit of marring in there. So what we would use is a softer pad, same compound, just a softer pad, and remove that last bit of marring. That is looking much, much better. Which model asset? Yeah, it is Gucci. It is a DB7. Let's study that again, the difference there. So I'll bring you in a bit closer from here. Hopefully you can see all the scratches to here. Much, much better. You see where the light's distorted and now it isn't. So that's that. That's what we're going to do to the entire car. So now we know what we need to do on there. And for Howard, I'm probably going to go the extra mile, maybe even do a 2-stage. And that's it. So late in the day, my hands are freezing, my nose is freezing cold, as you can quite clearly see. When's the next YouTube live? YouTube live. It might be tomorrow. I've got some other things to do, but someone changed the time on me for tomorrow, and I don't know what time. I saw it pop up when I was on here, but hopefully it will be tomorrow. But I am, yeah. If you've subscribed, it will let you know. It will send you an email, but it should be tomorrow. I need to go live on TikTok as well because I've not been there very much at all either. So hopefully tomorrow is what I'm getting at. Hopefully tomorrow. All right, and it's going to be paint correction, quite a bit of paint correction. All right, I'm going to try and warm up. I need to have some lunch. Thank you to everyone that's here right now, and I hope to see you all again in the future. The subscribe button, I think, is somewhere here, so I'd love for you to subscribe. And I will talk to you all again soon. But thank you absolutely very much for being here. I need to go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. I'm old. I'm going to see you soon, but see you soon. Thank you very much to all of the regulars and the not so regulars, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye. Oh, thank you, Sabrina. See you soon.